Live from QU Stadium, Casey Stevens alongside me is Taylor Hamler. And Taylor, these two teams played 5 times already in this season. A 3-2 lead for the Cornbelters. This is game 6 of this series. It's a big one, the fight for first place.
Oh, for sure. I mean, both of these teams have struggled away, and now the Cornbelters are trying to fight back, as the last time they played here, they got run ruled 12-2 and trying to strike back from that poor appearance.
Absolutely, and you mentioned teams struggled on the road. For the Cornbelters, they're 5-8 on the road, getting their first divisional win when they went into Burlington, an 11-inning game, winning 11-9. And for the Doggy Paddlers, a team that is very efficient at home, have only lost 1 game. The Cornbelters are looking to spoil it here tonight, but it's going to be a bit of an issue. You have a new arm on the bump that you haven't seen throughout the year. On the other side for the Cornbelters, their bats are hot. Look at exactly what happened last night. Nolan McCrossan, man, he had a night.
Yeah, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs for McCrossan. Absolutely lit it up in the batter's box for the Cornbelters.
Absolutely, and it's not just guys who can swing the bat and make contact all the time. It's guys who will get on base, and that's exactly what Filippo Barada did. In the past 2 games, he entered back in Burlington an average just hovering around 100, and now a few points away from 200. We'll get things underway. Charlie Veracruz will lead things off for the Cornbelters. Idell will be the pitcher here in Quincy. First pitch is inside for a ball. Taylor here for the Cornbelters lineup. How about you take us through it?
Yeah, so obviously Charlie Veracruz leading the way for the Cornbelters. Behind him is Tyler Thompson. Batting third is Jackson Stanek. Fourth is Nolan McCrossan. Behind him is Ben Vogley. Behind him is Addison Worthman, and batting 7th is Filippo Barada. Dylan Cody will take the 8th spot. And finishing on for the Cornbelters is He Stand.
2-0 to Veracruz is lifted into shallow center. The diving effort from Farlow to get the first out.
I mean, what an amazing effort there by the center fielder. Farlow had to run. It was in shallow center field, so he had to run for that one. Perfect timing on that dive, too, for the first out.
Bring up Tyler Thompson. These two teams played yesterday, a 7-3 victory for the Cornbelters. Quincy has only lost 1 game at home. Cornbelters have won 5 games on the road. First pitch to Thompson is outside for a ball. Thompson on the year is hitting .341, 31 hits, and he's ranked 3rd for hits in the Prospect League, a guy who can get on base. 5 stolen bags as well, very dangerous if you allow him to reach. The 1-0 is hit hard right into between the gap of 2nd and 3rd. Thompson reaches on a single, and his hit streak continues.
A guy that's very consistent in Tyler Thompson cranks that one right in between 2nd and 3rd for the single. Beautiful placement right there. Good contact early.
First lefty will step in, and Jackson Stanek playing first base today. He's hitting .349 with 30 hits, 7 doubles, 2 home runs, and 18 RBIs. A runner on first for the Cornbelters. Idle kicks and fires. That one runs inside, getting away from the catcher. The throw down to second, but a good jump by Thompson. He'll swipe a bag for his first base. We'll move over to second.
Second pitch from Idell there that just kind of got out of control behind the catcher in Ramirez. And luckily for the Cornbelters, they had a man on first that was able to take second easily for them.
Home plate umpire today is Steve Mast, and talking to the manager of the Doggy Paddlers, Don Malberger will be out in the infield today calling this game. Mast took his mask off. I believe the ball may have clipped his foot, and he had to walk it off. Stanek with a runner in scoring position on second for the Cornbelters. A 1-0 count here in the top of the first, 1 out. Idell kicks and deals. Stanek swings and misses for strike one. Checking in is Ramirez on his pitcher, and we mentioned how dangerous a batter Stanek is today. Playing over at first, ranks top 5 in the Prospect League in plate appearances, at-bats, sacrifice flies, and hits. And guy who's just dominant all over in the Prospect League enters today with 11 multi-hit games.
Collected 6 hits versus Quincy this season through 5 games as well. So he has Quincy's number for sure.
On the road, he's hitting .340. Runner in scoring position, a 1-1 count, 1 out here in the top of the first. Idell takes a deep breath, brings the glove to his chest, now looks over at second. Double takes and kicks and filed. Pitch is swung on for strike 2.
Second time Stanek this time around. Big swing and a miss for him. Obviously wants to be aggressive here in his first at bat, especially with the runner in scoring position.
Stanek down in the count, 1-2. 1 out. Deep breath from Idell. Looks over at second, kicks and fires. Ball's lifted up and fouled away. Talked about the implications this game has, especially in this Northwestern division. Clinton sits at first with a 12-8 record. Normal and Quincy both have lost 9, but the Cornbelters have won 1 more. The Bees are in 4th place with a 9-11 record, and the Pistol Shrimp are 5-15. Big win here for either team. A runner on second, a 1-2 count here in the top of the first. Pitch is fouled away, runs inside on Stanek.
Looked like it got a clip of his foot there, trying to walk it off.
Stanek does not get struck out much, only 8 times throughout the 23 games Cornbelters have played. A 1-2 count. Dell looking for his first strikeout of the day. 1 out. Looking over at second on Thompson. Kicks and deals for the 1-2. Runs inside for a ball.
See Thompson there at second base, catching the eye of Idell. Very curious over there what's going on. And Thompson, who is a threat as a base runner for the Cornbelters this season.
He grabbed his 6th stolen bag of the year after he singled. Runner on second, a 2-2 count to Stanek here in the top of the first, 1 out. Idell, the righty, looks over at second. Kicks and fires on the 2-2. That one is laced hard, and it's a grounder. Thrown over from Griffith to Fondre, but he'll move over Thompson from second to third. Well hit ball to move over the runner. Brings up Nolan McCrossan. Very powerful hitter. Hitting .329. You mentioned throughout this year he's done good, but the big thing is he struggles on the road. Hitting .265 compared to when he's at home, hitting .417.
Especially in a game, a division game like this, super crucial to get off to a hot start. Obviously 2 outs, but a runner 90 feet away from scoring, and it's super important to get ahead early in these games.
Runner 90 feet away from the first score for the Cornbelters, 2 down. The 1-0 is way outside the pass ball. Thompson now advances and slides in for the first score of the game.
Third pitch by Idell so far early in this game. That is just right out of the reach of the catcher. No chance actually for the catcher to even catch the leather on that one. Scores the early run for the Belters.
They can take a deep breath now, get that first run, and allow themselves to pile on more on the road against the Doggy Paddlers. 2 balls, no strikes. Swung on for strike 1, and you mentioned the Cornbelters were run-ruled the last time these 2 teams played on the road in Quincy, and a 12-2 victory for the Doggy Paddlers. But the Cornbelters winning last night, they want to continue to pound it on the Doggy Paddlers. The 2-1, 2 down. Crossan lathers one right between the gap of second and third. He'll reach on a single.
Same placement there on McCrossan where Tyler Thompson laced it in there. right in between second and third once more for the Belters.
Good hit. Hard ground ball. And runner on first. 2 singles here in the top of the first for the Cornbelters. Crossan takes the lead off of first. Ben Vogley, the lefty, steps in. First pitch to him is inside for a ball. Vogley, a good hitter, hitting .333, 24 hits. A big number that stands out is 21 strikeouts. Guy who likes to swing a lot and miss. Runner on first. Second pitch is off of the foot of Vogley, but it will bounce up. Hit him, and now runners move over. Crossan on second. Vogley hit by pitch.
Now another runner in scoring position for the Belters as they try to increase this lead. The guy in Worthman coming up next. This is the right guy to do just the job.
Worthman, some of the coaching staff describe him as one of the most talented high school players. Just finished his high school season. That they have seen a lot of pop off the bat. Runners on first and second. The off-speed pitch drops in for a strike.
Worthman called up from the KCL, like the minor league affiliate for the Cornbelters, and watching him play for the Bobcats was very fun. This guy can swing it. Can swing it hard.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second, and fouls it away behind home plate. And you mentioned he can swing it hard. He's topped over 100 miles an hour a few times this season off the bat, and those are just hard hits that will reach into the infield. No home runs yet for the kid, but see him practice during BP. He can crank one out into left field in the corn crib. It's about 400-plus feet. Runners in scoring position. And McCrossan, Vogley reached on first by the hit by pitch, 2 down. The 0-2. Pitch runs up high for a ball. Well, Worthman has only played 9 games, this marking his 10th. It's 2 games versus Quincy. He's collected 5 hits. Very impressive. You get one here, possibly drive in a run. Runners on first and second here in the top of the first. Cornbelters lead by 1. 2 down. The 1-2. Swung on for strike 3. Worthman goes down swinging. The Cornbelters leave 2 on. They collected 2 hits and 1 run here on the Cornbelters Sports Radio. We'll take a short break and be back for bottom of the first action. Back in Quincy for top first action after the Cornbelters got the first run. See bottom of the first, and Quincy looking to answer back. Leading off, Jackson Farlow in center field. Nick Griffith, who's playing second base. Ian Check over at third. Brody Short will be the designated hitter in the 4-hole. Harry Fondre will be over at first. Brady Kindheart will be in left. Nicio Gonzalez will be the shortstop, and Raul Ramirez will be the man behind the dish. Rounding things off, Bynum Martinez. New guy on the bump, though, for the Cornbelters. Alec Bergman, the righty, in the bottom of the first. Very young guy, has not gotten a lot of innings, but making his 3rd appearance. Throw down from McCrossan to Vogley. We'll get things started here in the bottom of the first.
Jackson Farlow.
Jackson Farlow steps in. Yesterday was not his day. He went 0 of 5, striking out twice and grounding out 3 times against the Cornbelters. 7 multi-hit games on the year. And he hits a lot better at home, hitting .364. Can he get on base to start things off for the Doggy Paddlers? First pitch to him is in the zone for a strike.
Although he went 0 for 5 last night versus the Belters, this is someone that can swing it for the Doggy Paddlers, someone you want to strike out, ground out, fly out, get out of the way if you're the Cornbelters.
Second pitch to him is in the zone for strike 2. Bergman nods his head to his catcher, kicks and deals, and gets the first K of the game. Jackson Farlow goes down swinging.
Just like I said, get this man off the batter's box for the Belters, and they did just that. First batter faced for Bergman gets the strikeout.
Bergman got him with the fastball. Only 5 Ks for him entering today. Got his 6th of the season, and he's attacking well. My goodness. 4 strikes in a row through 4 pitches. Nick Griffith steps in, the second baseman. The pitch is swung on for strike 2, and 5 pitches, 5 strikes. And Taylor, this is a rare occurrence. I'm not going to jinx it, but if it happens, you may see me go absolutely nuts if he gets a K here. That one ripped well into right field near the warning tracks. Thompson tracks it well, rounding first. Now going into second is Griffith with a stand-up double. Spoils the immaculate inning. 5 pitches, 5 strikes. The 6th pitch in the zone. It swung on deep into right field.
Casey, I think you jinxed him.
I may have there. May have gotten me there, and wanted to make sure that we were on the same page. It's nearing it. The first time all season long where a Cornbelters pitcher has gone 4 or more strikes in a row. Struck out Farlow. Nick Griffith doubled on an 0-2 count. Ian Check steps in, the third baseman. First pitch to him is outside for a ball. Look at exactly what he's done in the past few games. 3 hit performance and 2 RBIs against Alton. 5 games off, and then went 3 of 5 last night, only striking out once on the road in Normal. Second pitch is fouled away to even the count at 1-1.
Check is 3rd in the league in average as well, with an astonishing 4.48 average.
4.48 average, a runner in scoring position. Cornbelters up 1 here in the bottom of the first. Kicks and deals, pitch clips the top half of the zone for a strike. Counts 1-2, 1 out. Doubling was Nick Griffith a moment ago. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bergman looks over at second. The 1-2 is lathered right into the glove of Stanek. He steps on first to get the second out. Brings up Brody Short, the designated hitter. This guy's off to a good start too, Taylor. Very impressive to watch in the first 14 games that he has appeared in.
4.31 average, another guy for the Quincy Paddlers, who is top in the league in average and has hit 4 home runs in just 14 games this season.
2 down, a runner on second. Kicks and fires for the first pitch of the at-bat. Gets him down swinging for strike 1.
Last night versus the Cornbelters, went 3 for 5 with an RBI. So success against the Belters this season.
The 0-1 is outside for a ball, and you mentioned the success, especially with runners in scoring position, can hit the ball well. And in this situation, the Cornbelters are up 1-0 in the bottom of the first. You're looking for him to put something in play. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Pitch is lathered on well into right field. That one is gone. Brody Short. My goodness. Taylor, you could hear the pop of the bat, and this game, and it's going to go into deep innings if these two teams continue to battle.
Yeah, we heard that pop all the way up here in the press box. That one had no chance. That baseball coming right off the barrel hit that very hard. And Brody Short, like we just mentioned, it's his 5th home run in 15 games now.
Wow, 5 home runs in 15 games. Guaranteed that he's going to hit one every 3. We got to see one here tonight. The Paddlers regained the lead, 2-1, here in the bottom of the first. Harry Frondre will have to do a lot to match that. He steps in. First pitch to him was in the zone for a strike. The 0-1 is outside for a ball. Especially for a pitcher, you are looking to just stay calm in this situation after you give up a 2-run shot.
Oh, for sure. And started off hot. And Bergman trying to gain that composure back.
1-1 is fouled on. A long strike, and the Paddlers are known to have a lot of power off the bat. Collectively, one of the top offenses in the Prospect League. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Harry Fondre watches it go up high for a ball.
This Quincy Doggy Paddlers team is packed with elite hitters from top to bottom in this roster.
That pitch is swung on a drop third strike. Throw over in time. Strikeout going down, but Brody Short, the 2-run shot, allows the Paddlers to have the lead after 1. A 1-2 deficit for the Cornbelters. We'll be back on the Cornbelters Sports Radio for top of the second action. Back in Quincy, Cornbelters down 2-1. The top of the first. Filippo Barada, who's been on a good tear recently, made his average jump up 80 points in the past 2 games. A big night in Burlington. 11-inning game. Had 4 hits. Bobby Idell, 1K after Addison Worthman went down swinging. Filippo Barada swings and fouls it away for strike 1.
What I'm seeing from Barada is obviously early in the season didn't have that much success, but I think he's just been a more aggressive, more at the plate and just trusting in himself, gaining that confidence.
Pitch is fouled away again, and I mentioned the confidence that you need as a batter is very important. If you're seeing the ball well and know that you can hit it, see Barada put it in play. He has the speed. You've seen him play in left, right, or center field, playing in left today. Down on the count, 0-2. Idell kicks and deals, and it's outside for a ball. One ball, two strikes to Barada. Takes a deep breath. Idell nods to Ramirez. Brings the glove to his face, now to his chest. The 1-2. Barada fouls it away. Now, Barada has struggled anytime the Cornbelters play Quincy. He's gone 1 of 13. His one hit came last night in front of the home crowd. Very impressive, but went 0 of 12 prior to that. Brings the bat up to his helmet. The 1-2 to Barada is in the zone for strike 3. Barada watches it go in. The second strikeout of the day for Bobby Idell. Alan Cody will step in, the center fielder for the Cornbelters tonight. On the season, hitting 170 with 8 hits. Doesn't play many games, making his 18th appearance, but when he's in, typically will try and get on base, either drawing a walk. And there he does, gets hit by a pitch, and he'll reach on base, one of the most dangerous guys. 13 stolen bags on the season.
Yeah, his speed is absolutely amazing to watch. This is the perfect guy that you want on base for the Cornbelters. He will steal a base. He will try every single time. He is not afraid to use that speed to his advantage.
Looking at potential change here, and not exactly sure what's going on. Head manager talking to Steve Mast, who's the home plate umpire here tonight, checking in on his catcher and Ramirez. Took his glove and mask off just to discuss. Parker Heastan steps in. Second baseman, his 14th game of the season, hitting 118. Cody on first after being hit by a pitch, 1 down. Cody takes the lead off first. Thought about breaking away, but the pitch runs outside for a ball.
Heastan, another guy that has struggled against the Doggy paddlers. Currently 0 for 7, still searching for that first hit.
Well, the runner on first, this is the perfect time to do it here in the top of the first. Cody breaks for second. A good throw down by the catcher, but Cody's in safe. He grabs his 14th stolen base of the season.
Just mentioned, it's not a if he'll steal the base, it's when, and he will steal the base. When he gets the opportunity, and he gets the opportunity a lot because of that speed.
Cornbelters' bottom half of their lineup has been their quickest guys. Typically, we'll get 4, 5 stolen bags a game between 7, 8, and 9. Cody grabbed one here early, top of the first. Pitch to Heastan is lifted well into center field. Moving back is Farlow. He gets under it. Cody now breaks for third. Does he have the speed? He slides in. Dylan Cody.
I mean, of course he has the speed.
I mean, you could see that once that ball was caught by Farlow, he broke right away. And the Cornbelters now will flip over, but almost is like a sacrifice fly that Heastan did there, and you put one very deep into the outfield and breaking away the speedy Cody is, and a guy 90 feet away now from tying it up. 1-2 deficit for the Cornbelters here in the top of the second. Pitch to Veracruz is up high for a ball. Cody reached on the hit by pitch, stole second, advanced over to third after the fly out. The 1-0 is up high again. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Last time up, Veracruz flew out into center field. Turned over the order here in the top of the second. 2-0, runs inside to bring up 3 balls and no strikes. Veracruz from Purdue University had 9 at-bats. Typically a pinch hitter. Has gotten a good amount of handful early in the season, and he draws a walk to reach. Runners on the corners for the Cornbelters to bring up Tyler Thompson, who singled back in the first.
Off to a great start in Tyler Thompson, the guy you want for the Normal Cornbelters to be in this position right now, especially, as you mentioned, runners on the corners for the Belters, looking to take back that lead.
Breaking now is Veracruz, but fouled away off of the barrel behind home plate. Thompson does.
Belters with already 3 stolen bases now so far this evening. We're just in the top of the second. And they're trying to get their third one here in the he stand. Being aggressive so far.
Thompson singled back in the first. Runners on the corners here in the top of the second. A 1-2 lead for the home Doggy paddlers. Idell has struck out 2 batters today. Breaking now is Veracruz. A good pitch outside. The tag not in time, so he'll grab the 3rd stolen base of the game for the Cornbelters.
Now 2 runners in scoring position for the Belters. Still Tyler Thompson standing in the batter's box.
Thompson brings the bat up and hangs it in front of him. Deep breath from Idell, brings the ball to his chest with his glove. Kicks and fires on the 1-1 outside. Did he go around? Home plate umpire calls it a strike. Steve Mass said he went all the way. Running the count to 1-2. 2 down, runners on second and third for the Cornbelters here in the top of the second. 1-2 lead for the Doggy paddlers. Idell nods to Ramirez. Brings the glove to his chest, a deep breath. Down in the dirt and keeping it in front of him is Ramirez. Evens the count at 2-2. We've seen Ramirez have to be very agile today and acrobatic, keeping balls in front of him and a few pass balls early in the first inning. And can get out of this one in a jam with runners on second and third. Idell takes a deep breath, kicks and fires on the 2-2. Ball lifted up into shallow right, moving under it, Mars Martinez, and he makes a diving effort. I believe it may have dropped, and it will be a base hit. So bringing in 1 run from third, and Cody and Veracruz also came in. 2 runs scored, and the diving effort looked very good by Martinez, and tried to play it under, but the ball hit the ground and just hit into his glove, and he had to get up. But with the stolen base by Veracruz to set him up in second, he rounded third with Cody for 2 runs to come in.
I think right there in Martinez, I think he was just a half a second late to that dive.
Breaking, but a high pitch swung on by Stanek. 3 Doggy paddlers around it and collecting it is the shortstop in Gonzalez. So the Cornbelters answer back after 2 were put up in the bottom of the second. A 3-2 lead for the Cornbelters. We'll head in to the bottom of the second inning here on Cornbelter Sports Radio. Back in Quincy, the Cornbelters lead 3-2 heading into the bottom of the second. Alec Bergman has struck out 2, but he gave up that 2-run shot to Brody Short back in the first inning. And Taylor overall after that, he got that K, and he's looking to now attack the bottom half of the lineup. Leading off will be Brady Kindhart, the left fielder, and Cornbelters, they answered back after that diving effort by Martinez in right field off of the hard hit ball by Tyler Thompson, who brought in 2 runs.
Last night at the Corn Crib, he did not appear in that game, but his last appearance, 4 at-bats, 2 strikeouts, went 0 for 4, so struggled, but tends to play better at home.
First pitch to Kindhart, runs outside for a ball. Nick Griffith started this game hot with a double for the Doggy Paddlers and brought around by the home run by Brody Short. Second pitch to Kindhart is ripped well, but fouled away. Make the count 1-1 here in the bottom of the second. No wind here in Quincy, QU Stadium, a fantastic facility. The Doggy Paddlers play out. The 1-1 is fouled away, and Taylor, the drive here that you and I were on felt very seamless. Not many turns, twists, or curves. There's pretty much a straight shot from Normal to Quincy.
Excellent scenery as well. Pretty beautiful outside the window of the bus, I have to say.
I did catch you looking over out the window, and very nice scenery, like you mentioned, trees everywhere and coming in. Beautiful stadium, the stone wall out in left field, the football stadium to our right. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kindhart. That ball runs inside for a ball. Looks like it may have broken into the zone, but Steve Mass says it was a little out. Makes the count full 3-2. Kindhart taps home plate, now brings the bat up. Bergman looking for his 3rd strikeout and gets it there. His 3rd K of the day.
Huge start to the inning, especially after the Cornbelters retook the lead. They want to keep that lead, and that's a great start to do that. Bergman, like you said, 3rd strikeout of the early evening.
Back-to-back Ks after he struck out Fondre to end the first and started things off here in the second with a strikeout. Gets the bottom half of the zone on Gonzalez for a strike. A good outing by Bergman. He's only given up 2 runs, but 3 Ks. That pitch is in the zone.
Gonzalez is just making his 3rd appearance so far for the Doggy Paddlers, yet to dial in a hit. See if you can get it here.
The 0-2 was fouled away. Did not commit to the swing. Bit of a check swing to put it behind home plate. You mentioned kind of the struggles to a very young guy coming in, has not gotten a first hit yet. Comes with a lot of experience. Some of these guys are veterans throughout the season. The 0-2 was up high for a ball. It's the importance of the first half of the season for these guys, and a lot of players want that playoff home win. Here in the Prospect League, if you win the first half in your division, you'll have a playoff home game if your team can continue. Cornbelters and Quincy both fighting for that with Clinton. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Deep breath by Bergman. Kicks and deals. This ball is lifted high, well into right center. Thompson moves under it, and he collects it for out number 2.
Great start to the inning for the Belters. 2 quick outs in the bottom of the second.
3 have been retired in a row. Raul Ramirez, the catcher, today. The righty steps into the box. Paddlers put up 2 back in the first. First pitch is in the zone for a strike.
Ramirez hasn't appeared versus the Belters since June 2nd, where he had 3 at-bats, 1 hit, and 1 strikeout in that game at home.
The 0-1 paints the edge of the zone for strike number 2. Mention how this is Ramirez's 8th game being played. Watches it go up high and thought about going around, but holds it back. Struggled up there at the plate, hitting .235, but the real question is, can he get on base here? The 1-2 count with 2 outs for the Doggy Paddlers. Pitch is ripped well in between the third and shortstop into left field. Barada will pick it up and holding on first. Bring up Bynum Martinez.
Unfortunate right there for Bergman and the Belters after getting 2 quick outs. Let up a ground ball right between the gap. Could have ended the inning right there. We'll have to try again.
Bottom of the order. Bynum Martinez steps in, the righty with a runner on first, 2 outs. First pitch to him is upstairs for a ball. See that Bergman typically goes with his fastball, slider, changeup, and splitter. A runner on first, 2 down here in the bottom of the second. 3-2 lead for the Cornbelters. The off-speed pitch drops in for a strike.
Martinez is 1 for 7 against Normal this season. Not off to the best start versus the Belters. Looking to change that today.
The 1-1 lifted behind home plate and fouled away. Mentioned the struggles. A lot of these guys who are hit towards the bottom of the lineup are your speed, fast guys, are very reliable on defense and are just looking to get more at-bats before they head back into their collegiate seasons to produce for their teams. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A runner on first for the Doggy Paddlers. Pitch is lifted and fouled away again. See some of the fans here in the stands looking over to see where the ball lands, ensuring that it doesn't hit any of the cars that are parked behind us. I would do the same if I parked over there, and just to make sure there's no ball that goes through my windshield. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch runs up and fouls away, and if we had a 20-foot glove, we would have possibly been able to catch that one.
Yeah, that landed right on top of the press box here.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. A runner on first, a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the second for the Cornbelters. Nodding his head and kicking is Bergman. Ball lifted well into right field near the warning tracks. That ball is gone! Bynum Martinez answers with a 2-run shot.
Wow. And I just said it, 1 for 7 against Normal. Hits a 2-run bomb, and it looks to see that Thompson is a little shaken up after that attempted grab. The right fielder in pain. And he lost his glove over the fence and now has gotten it back. But
see the coach, one of the coaches for the Cornbelters come out and check on him. Thompson nearing right field, jumping up like you mentioned, lost his glove, but also took a hard hit into the wall. Make the game 3-4, and we mentioned how these games get very bloody between these two teams. The 6th time they've played against each other, the Cornbelters were run ruled 12-2 the last time they came on the road to Quincy, but Quincy, on the other hand, they lost last night in the Corn Crib 7-3. Looking to get things hot here. Jackson Farlow will turn over the order here in the bottom of the second. 3-4 lead for the Quincy Doggy Paddlers. They've scored 2 runs in back-to-back innings. That pitch runs inside and way out of control for ball 1.
you can see in right field there, Thompson a little upset that he didn't get that one. Very difficult catch, though, by the right fielder. Very difficult.
1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Pitch runs inside again for a ball. Very difficult catch to make over the right field wall. Deep right Corners 325. 2 balls, no strikes. To Farlow, swings and misses for strike 1.
Farlow, a guy in his last at bat, struck out. Very aggressive in the box, swinging on a lot of the pitches he was offered. Swings once more there.
Time called, and Steve Mass, the home plate umpire, talks to Alec Bergman just to ensure that he knows time is called. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swung on the last pitch for Bergman to get back in this at-bat. The 2-1 is fouled away. Evens the count at 2-2. For Bergman, he's given up 2 home runs today. Both of them have been 2-run shots. The double by Nick Griffith, and then the 2-run shot by Brody Shore, then the single by Raul Ramirez, a 2-run home run by Byron Martinez. Find ourselves in a 3-4 lead for the Doggy Paddlers. Count runs full, 3-2 to Jackson Farlow. 3 Ks on the day for Bergman. Kicks and deals. Ball hit well on a grounder. Hopped into the glove of Stanek, and he steps on first to collect the 3rd out. But Bynum Martinez, the 2-run shot here in Quincy. The Doggy Paddlers regain the lead. And we'll take a short break here on the Cornbelters Sports Radio for top of the 3rd action. Back in QU Stadium, Casey Stevens alongside Taylor Hamler, and Taylor, a new arm, will come up, and Colby Brewington.
Brewington out of Florida Southern College. Stands at 6 foot 195. The right-handed pitcher for the Quincy Doggy Paddlers.
We've seen this game get out of hand early. A 3-4 lead for the home Doggy Paddlers. Brewington's first pitch is inside for a ball. We're here because of 2 home runs hit by the Doggy Paddlers, both 2-run shots, and the Cornbelters have amounted 3 hits. The pitch is fouled away, but the 3 hits, Tyler Thompson singled and stole a bag, and Nolan McCrossan brought him around with a single. Then the hit by pitch by Cody, who stole a bag and reached on third off of the fly out from Parker Heastand. And then Veracruz drew a walk. Tyler Thompson drove both of them in. The pitch is outside for ball 2.
See Brewington making his second appearance tonight for the Doggy Paddlers.
2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch runs inside, and having to get out of the way, McCrossan did, leaned back to open a gap to make the count 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. To McCrossin, who singled back in the first. Pitch is fouled away on that third base foul line and runs the count full for McCrossin. He can calm down here. He's seeing the ball very well, Taylor.
For sure, and he's seen the ball very well the entire season. Very consistent. Only 9 Ks so far.
The payoff pitch hits McCrossin.
That one right off the arm for Brewington. Hits McCrossin in the back. That's got to hurt if you're McCrossin, but he'll take his spot at first for the Belters.
The third hit by pitch of the day. Bobby Idell had 2, and then Colby Brewington gets 1 here. Bring up Ben Vogley, who was the victim of the hit by pitch back in the first. With a runner on first, no outs here in the top of the third. 3-4 lead for the Doggy Paddlers. Taking a lead, it's McCrossin. First pitch to Vogley, runs by him. Moving over on the wild pitch is Nolan McCrossin.
Idell to start the game for the Quincy Paddlers had struggles with pitching as well. A lot of throws behind the catcher, leading to stolen bases. Happens once more for Brewington.
Runner in scoring position. No outs here. Vogley fouls it away. Pitch ran him near the hands, and he swung on it. Ranks in the top 5 for being struck out by pitchers in the Prospect League. Vogley does. He steps back in. University of Cincinnati from Ross, Ohio. Counts 1-1. Top of the third. No outs. Vogley steps in and watches this pitch go downstairs for a ball. Vogley, an aggressive hitter. Can bring runners around. Puts a ball in play here. There's the second baseman in Griffith into the outfield of shallow right center. Crossing on second base. This ball ripped well off of the glove of Griffith. Vogley reaches and moving over McCrossin from second to third.
That ball had a lot of heat coming off the barrel for Vogley. Tough catch there by the second baseman in Griffith. Had it in his leather, though. A play that you got to make for the second baseman for the Doggy Paddlers.
Bring up Addison Worthman, the designated hitter with runners on the corners. He struck out to Idell back in the first. A new pitcher in Brewington who's came in, hit a batter in the E4 off of Griffith to allow Vogley to reach. First pitch to Worthman. He goes all the way around on the check swing for strike 1.
Worthman plays a lot better at home. Trying to gain some confidence on the road here. Early on in the season, though, for him, as we noted, transferred from the KCL.
No balls, 1 strike to Worthman. Runners on the corners for the Cornbelters. Vogley breaks for second. The throw, not in time. The speed by Vogley shines. Grabs another stolen base. Ranks in the top 15 in the Prospect League for stolen bags. The 4th stolen base of the day for the Cornbelters offense. Runners on second and third. A 1-1 count to Worthman. Hangs his black bat on his shoulder. Kicks and deals from Brewington, runs up high, and it clipped him. Bases loaded. No outs on the board here in the top of the third. Filippo Barada will step in.
Rough start here for Brewington. 2 hit by pitches. 2 of these guys didn't have to do anything to reach the base for the Belters. And still 0 outs. Very, very, very hard situation here for the Quincy Doggy Paddlers.
Bobby Idell went through 2 innings of work. He gave up 3 runs. Colby Brewington came in, has hit 2 batters, and a hard hit ball by Ben Vogley that then was off the glove of Griffith to allow him to reach. Now bases loaded. 4 hit by pitches by the pitching staff today for the Doggy Paddlers. No outs here in the top of the third. Filippo Barada, who struck out back in the second, steps in.
Left fielder, Filippo Barada.
Barada has been off to a hot past few games.
You got to think because of that, and the bases loaded, 0 outs. The light is very green right now for Barada.
First pitch to Barada is spiked down in the dirt. Ramirez keeps it in front of him. Mentioned green light. If the pitch is there, you're going to see Barada swing through it and try and put it in play. Check the third baseman playing up. Same for Fondre, the first baseman. The middle infielders near the outfield. Bases loaded. Second pitch to Barada is outside for ball 2. See some control issues for this pitching staff today. Multiple pitchers have now been in the opposite box between Ideal and Brewington. Two balls, no strikes. Bases loaded here in the top of the third. Pitch is forced straight down the middle by Brewington. Make the count 2-1. 3-4 lead for the Doggy Paddlers. Brewington takes a deep breath, faces his catcher straight on, brings the glove to his chest, turns, kicks, and deals. Barada lifts one and fouls it away. Sound effect got you there. I saw you turn to me, and we talked about potential of the fans looking over the bleachers here to see if any cars got hit. Let's see if Filippo Barada can put one in play here. Bases loaded, the 2-2. Barada watches it go by for strike 3.
Second strikeout of the game for him, and a huge first out for the Doggy Paddlers. And that's a huge boost of confidence as well for Brewington after giving up 2 hit by pitches.
Alan Cody steps in. He was a hit by pitch and grabbed a base while he was out there as well. Bases loaded, 1 down. First pitch to Cody is lifted high up into shallow center. Moving in is Farlow. He'll collect it. Crossan thought about breaking in from third, but he's held. Brings us to the bottom of the order, and Parker Heastand. He flew out to center, but a good chance now for Brewington to get out of it.
Exactly. Get the strikeout, fly out quickly. 2 outs now for the Doggy Paddlers.
Colby Brewington, bases loaded, 2 outs. 3-4 lead for the Quincy Doggy Paddlers. Brings the glove up to his chest, now kicks and fires. Pitch runs inside, almost clipped Heastand.
Seen a lot of these pitches from Brewington early on. High and inside. Like you said, almost clipping, inches away from another hit by pitch.
4 hit by pitches tonight between the 2 pitchers and Idell and Brewington. The 1-0 in the zone for strike 1, and same exact result to Dylan Cody that happened, and he lifted one into shallow center for the second out. For the Cornbelters, you're looking to put something in play, but with how the control has been going, see if you can get hit by a pitch here and drive in a run. The 1-1 hit well into shallow right. Moving over is the shortstop in Griffith, and he collects it for out number 3. The Cornbelters leave 3 on. No outs. Bases were loaded. 1, 2, 3. The strikeout on Barada, the flyout by Cody, and a flyout by Heastand. Cornbelters down 3-4. We'll head into the bottom of the third. back in QU Stadium. Cornbelters left 3 on, but were put down 1-2-3 after. Turnover to the bottom of the third. Alec Bergman, who struck out 3 today, but has given up 2 home runs. Still on the bump for the Cornbelters. Nick Griffith, who doubled back in the first, will lead things off here in the bottom of the third. Griffith, a very dangerous hitter. We saw the power off the bat earlier today. The lefty steps in to await his first pitch. Pitch is painted on the edge of the zone for strike 1. Stepping back in now as Griffith rounds his bat, now hangs it over his shoulder. Wearing light blue gloves that match the light blue colors of the Doggy paddlers. White jerseys and brown numbers for the paddlers. Cornbelters in their away green uniform, yellow outline, yellow numbers. 1-1 count. Ball swung on for strike 2. Good off speed there, Taylor.
Oh, for sure. Perfect placement there by Bergman. Got him to bite.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Deep breath now from Bergman. Kicks and deals. A hard ground ball into the glove of Vogley. He throws it over to first in time for out number 1.
Great grounding there by the shortstop, and Vogley tosses it over. An easy out. Perfect execution there for the Belters.
We've seen Vogley make fantastic plays at the shortstop position throughout the season and made one there, zipped it over. Stepping back in is Ian Check. Grounded out to the first baseman and fouls it away towards that direction again for strike 1. Third baseman. Very effective game last night in Normal. 3 of 5. Steps in wearing white gloves and a black bat. The black arm sleeve for the 0-1 count. Lifted well into left center. Moving over is Barada, but that will drop right in front of him. He throws it in to hold him at first. And a good outing for Ian Check. He reaches on a single.
Didn't waste no time there in the box for Ian Check. Great contact. Lands right in the area. The left fielder couldn't even attempt to grab that one.
1 out. Brody Short steps in. He homered. Last time up, pitch is outside for ball 1. The 2-run shot answered and took the lead away from the Cornbelters after they put one up in the top of the first. Paddlers lead here in the bottom of the third, 3-4 over the Cornbelters. A runner on first, the 1-0 hit well and fouled away.
Short also responsible for 31 runs this year, 14 RBIs. Throughout this season, a guy that you want if you're trying to get some insurance to this 4-3 lead.
Looking over now, trying to pick off the runner is Bergman to Stanek. Diving back in time is Check. Pretty Short, the designated hitter. Seeing the power today, the 2-run shot back in the first. Wearing the black gloves that match his helmet and his bat. Pitch is outside, and for a guy who homered on you last time as a pitcher, you're looking to adjust here. You don't put something in the zone and attempt for him to reach for something outside. Go down in the count. 2-1, 1 out. A runner on first. 4-3 lead for the Paddlers. Bergman kicks, steals. This ball lifted well into center. Cody tracking it, now moves up and under it to collect the second out. You get excited anytime there's contact made off of the bat of Brody Short. We've already seen him homer once, and you want to see if he can do it again.
Oh, for sure. It's always nice to get back-to-back home runs. As a ball player, lifted that one up, and like you said, I was actually surprised that that one didn't have the distance, considering his incredible season in the league.
See Harry Vondre, who struck out his first time up, can get on the base. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1. Fondre playing at first base today with a runner on first, 2 down in the bottom of the third. The 1-0 hit well, and a ground ball tossed into the glove of Heastand over to Vogley for the third out. So no score here in the third inning between either team. The Paddlers lead 4-3, and we'll go into the top of the fourth inning.
Fans, make sure you check.
Charlie Veracruz steps in, lead things off after Parker Heastand flew out to the shortstop in foul territory over on the first base side. Top of the third. Here in the top of the fourth, the Doggy Paddlers lead 4-3. First pitch to Veracruz is inside, and the off-speed made him bite, and he swings on it for strike 1. Seen a multi-hit game for the Corn Belt through Tyler Thompson today. He singled twice. Drove in 2 runs and stolen a base. Can Veracruz be got to get on base for the Corn Belters here in the top of the fourth? The 0-1 is outside. So Bobby Idell has collected 3 strikeouts today. He's hit 4 batters today. 1-1 count to Veracruz. Drew a walk back in the second. Pitch is down below for ball 2. Steps back in. Alrighty. Wearing light green gloves, a black and white bat. Pitch is upstairs for ball 3. Taps his cleats. Steps back out of the box. Taps home plate. Brings the bat and hangs it over his shoulder. 3 balls, 1 strike. Idell kicks and fires. Pitch runs inside, and back-to-back walks drawn by Veracruz.
Veracruz seeing the ball very well, not biting on anything given to him. It's his 9th walk of the season.
6 free base runners that the Corn Belters have earned between walks and hit by pitches. Tyler Thompson, who singled twice today with a runner on first, looks to repeat. Idell checks on Veracruz, and for Thompson, a very dangerous guy today. He drove in 2 runs back in the second of the 3 that the Corn Belters have scored today. Veracruz takes the lead off of first. Idell kicks and deals. Thompson puts one, and it's grounded into the glove of Griffith. Looking to turn 2, not in time.
Thompson, another guy for the Corn Belters with that speed. And that's what gets him to first, safe.
There's a lot of speed in the Cornbelters lineup. Veracruz, Thompson, Barada, Cody, Heastan, just to name a few. You can't forget about Ben Vogley. Stepping in is Jackson Stanek, the first baseman. He flew out to the shortstop and grounded out today. A runner on first after reaching is Tyler Thompson. One down. Hard hit ball. Now staying in front of it is Fondre. He'll tackle first for the second out.
You said a hard hit ball there. Didn't get the right placement as that lands right in the glove of the first baseman. And Fondre. Difficult outing so far in Stanek.
Mentioned the difficult outing. He's gone 0 of 3 today. Nolan McCrossan singled, and he'll step in back in the first. Hit by pitch in the third. A runner in scoring position on second, and Tyler Thompson. 3-4 lead for the home Doggy Paddlers here in Quincy. QU Stadium, the lights turn on this June 20th, 76-degree night. First pitch is outside for ball one. Stanek holds the bat. Crossan holds the bat over his shoulder. The righty, the 1-0 count, 2 down. Pitch is down and below, but staying in front of Ramirez. He gets to it quickly.
Ramirez learned from the past when those pitches get behind him. Get it quickly, get to your feet, because those base runners for the Cornbelters don't hesitate when that happens.
2 balls, no strikes, 2 down. Here in the top of the fourth. Nods his head, Idell does, but puts it outside in the opposite batter's box for ball 3. 3 Ks on the day for Idell. Worthman went down swinging. Barada's gone down swinging and looking. He's given up 3 hits. The 3-0 in the zone for strike 3. Shaking his head is McCrossan as he steps out. Taps his left cleat, taps home plate, rounds the bat, and hangs it over his shoulder. Idell looks at Ramirez and nods his head. The 3-1 is a hard ground ball into the glove of Gonzalez, and he zips it over to Fondre for the third out. Cornbelters have not answered since the second. They're down 3-4. We'll head into the bottom of the fourth here on Cornbelters Sports Radio. Back in QU Stadium, Casey Stevens alongside Taylor Hamler. 4-3 lead for the Quincy Doggy Paddlers, and we head into the bottom of the fourth. We've had a lot of action in the first 2 innings. 2 home runs hit by the Doggy Paddlers, but answering in the third was Alec Bergman. Only gave up a single and some hard hit balls that the defense behind him got the out at first. Stepping up is Brady Kindhart, a victim of the strikeout back in the second. Stands the righty does. A wide stance. First pitch to him runs in the zone for strike 1. He nods his head, now taps his bat. Brings it up and hangs it over his shoulder. The 0-1 is fouled away. Bergman's control on the day has been very noticeable. He's been able to hit his spots. No balls, 2 strikes. Kindhart, the left fielder for today's matchup. The 0-2 runs in high for ball 1. Seen on today, Brody Short had that 2-run shot back in the first, and then Martinez, bottom of the lineup, had his own. The 1-2 is in the zone for strike 3, a delayed call from Steve Mass, but calls it strike 3. Kindhart has gone down looking and swinging today.
Continuing his struggling against the Cornbelters. Still hasn't got that hit yet against them.
Bring up Ignacio Gonzalez, the shortstop for today. First pitch to him is inside for ball 1. He flew out into right field. His first time up back in the second. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch is fouled away, first base area. Hard hit ball with the car actually coming straight towards it. I'm slamming on my brakes if I see anything coming that quickly to me.
About to say that one ran down right in the street there with the car pulling up.
It's like pulling the string is Bergman for strike 2 with the off speed. Seeing if he can get the car started for the Cornbelters. The 1-2 is in the zone for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks. Gets it on the edge.
Painting the corners of the zone is Bergman, catching these hitters looking, a pitcher's dream.
His 5th strikeout of the day. He's given up 4 runs, and both of those have been due to 2-run home runs. Raul Ramirez, the catcher, steps in. First pitch to him is a fastball inside. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Ramirez rounds his bat and now hangs it over his shoulder. Across from the catcher, looks to his pitcher, and they communicate to drive a strike in. Bergman has done a good job, back-to-back Ks, 5 Ks on the day, looking to go 1-2-3 here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch is up high for ball 3. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strikes. Ramirez has been the catcher today. The 2-1 in the zone for strike 2 will even the count. Ramirez has been very active behind the dish, Taylor, having to stop a lot of balls in front of him, not allowing any to go past him, just a few today.
For sure, and especially with these guys mentioned it so many times. Being fast, as that one hits the back of Ramirez.
You don't want to see that much, but the first guy that has been hit by a pitch from the Cornbelters pitching staff, now they would like to say the same, but they've been hit 4 times by Idell, the pitcher for the Doggy Battlers. Stepping in, Bynum Martinez, and same situation, a runner on first. Last time he was up, he hit a 2-run shot into right field. Looking to repeat it here. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. A runner on first is Ramirez. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1. We've seen only action in the first and second inning. Not much here in the past two.
Solid pitching from both of these units so far after that first and second inning for both teams. It's been pretty steady as of recently, though.
As you've seen a lot of weak contact to be put into play. 2 balls, no strikes. That pitch is forced in for strike one. A runner on first in the bottom of the fourth. Quincy Doggy battlers lead 4-3. Bergman looked over at first, now looks down to McCrossan. Kicks and deals. Pitch is swung on for strike two. Counts even 2-2.
See a lot of these batters, the Doggy Paddlers, swinging on balls that are nowhere near the zone. Bergman is catching these guys biting.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Searching for his 6th strikeout of the day. This ball's lifted up, moving over Stanek, the first baseman. It'll be drifted and takes a bounce and goes out of the park off the hand of a fan. Almost a souvenir. I don't think any souvenirs have been given out to these fans yet here in QU Stadium.
Just souvenirs for the streets.
If any cars that drive by want to stop and grab any free baseballs, they may. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch is outside, and Crossan holding the runner at first, and Ramirez, who reached on the hit by pitch. Started here at the bottom of the fourth, back-to-back strikeouts on Kindhart and Gonzalez. Ramirez reached on the hit by pitch, and the count's full to Martinez. 3-2, the runner goes, but it's fouled away. Breaking was Ramirez, and either way in that situation, you go down swinging, you make contact, or it's a walk. With a full count, as a runner, you're wanting to go and at any point. Exactly what Ramirez did, and he had to jog back to first after the foul tip. The payoff is lined and a grounder into the glove of Vogley. He zips it over to Stanek for the 3rd out. Cornbelters get back-to-back Ks, a hit by pitch, but a good play by the shortstop and the first baseman for the 3rd out. Here on Cornbelters Sports Radio, we'll take a short break and be back for top of the 5th. Back in Quincy for top of the 5th action. Doggy Paddlers lead 4-3. Still on the bump, Bobby Idell. 3 strikeouts for him. He's given up 3 hits. But, on the contrary, only 3 runs earned. Good at bats for the Cornbelters, making some soft contact to get on base, but defense and the man behind Idell have just been all over the place. Ben Vogley looks to spoil it and get on base here early. He's reached twice today. Hit by pitch in the first, and then an E4 with a stolen bag. It's the last time up. He'll lead things off here in the top of the fifth. First pitch is outside to Vogley for ball one. The lefty in Vogley has been very dangerous when he reaches the base paths. Second on the team with stolen bags. Pitch is outside again. Vogley a big power hitter too. 3 home runs, 1 on the road, and no fouling. 2 at home. He takes a deep breath, and now Idell does as well. The 2-0 is punched in for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike here in the top of the fifth. 4-3 lead for the Doggy Paddlers. Idell brings the glove to his chest, kicks and deals. Runs inside and gets the bottom half of the zone for strike 2. Vogley taps home plate, takes a few squats now, brings the bat up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is way outside for ball 3. Good at bat so far, Taylor, for Vogley.
For sure, seeing the ball well, not catching the bait. All these balls that are not catching the zone as he gets a walk there, takes the spot at first. Great start for the Cornbelters.
Way to get your leadoff guy on. He's reached every single time for his at-bats tonight. Addison Worthman struck out on the first and a hit by pitch in the third. Runner on first. And Vogley here in the top of the fifth. 4-3 lead for the Quincy Doggy Paddlers at home. Each time these teams have played, the home team has come out victorious. First pitch to Worthman off the glove, but into the hand. Vogley trying to slide in. Is he safe? He is. Breaking from first, he grabs a bag, and his second stolen bag of the day. Vogley now takes the lead for most stolen bases for the Cornbelters.
Yeah, and you have a runner on scoring position now with just 0 outs. And I was about to mention Vogley, when he was at first, he is a threat. He still already has 1 stolen base, gets that second.
A runner in scoring position, Worthman up at the count. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs. Wearing gray gloves and a black arm sleeve on his left arm. Worthman loads up. Idell looks over at second. Vogley takes his noticeable jump, looking to break for third. Worthman with his power lifts one into right field. The power, the distance, kiss that one goodbye. Addison Worthman.
This guy has been excellent for the Normal Cornbelters. An amazing story coming from the KCL up to the big leagues for the Belters, and it has been so consistent.
And the 2-run shot for Worthman. He's going to feel good about that. His first home run as the Cornbelter. You mentioned you've seen the power in the KCL. And when it's needed, they take the lead 5-4 here in the top of the fifth. No outs. Filippo Barada, the left fielder, struck out twice today. Pitch hits him, and he'll reach. Another hit by pitch and another free base runner for the Cornbelters. Kyle Colt, the manager, looks to his bullpen for a new arm. That may be it for Bobby Idell. 3 Ks on the day, giving up 4 hits and 5 runs. Multiple hit by pitches and multiple walks and a lot of free base runners for the Cornbelters. But we'll take a short break on Belters Sports Radio. Back in QU Stadium after the two-run shot by Addison Worthman and the hit by pitch on Filippo Barada. It was the end of the day for Bobby Idell, and a new arm on the bump, the righty, and Tyler Dance.
Yeah, the righty out of Quincy, Illinois. Junior stands at 6'2", 205. Has the frame for the Doggy Paddlers as he tries to rebound Idell and the Quincy Doggy Paddlers.
After that hard hit ball by Worthman, seen multiple free bases. Dance stepping in, looking to spoil what Cornbelters have mustered here in the past 5 innings. They take a 5-4 lead. A runner on first and Filippo Barada. Cody steps in. A hit by pitch and a stolen back in the second, and he flew out to center field. A good first pitch by Dance. Finds the zone for strike one. Good lead by Barada off of first. The righty brings his glove to his belt. Nods his head. Kicks and fires. Cody swings and misses for strike two.
Great start here for the new pitcher in Dance.
No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Here in the top of the fifth, a 5-4 lead for the Cornbelters. Barada on first. Cody up to bat. The 0-2 is upstairs for ball one. Seen a different approach between Idell and Dance just in the first few pitches. Idell struggled to find the zone. Dance, first 2 pitches, 2 strikes. Third was a ball. That pitch up in the head of Cody. That's a scary situation for anyone, and Cody wears it. You never want to see a speedster like Cody, especially a defensive anchor in the center field, get a ball to the head.
Yeah, that's a scary situation there if you're Cody. Not the ideal start if you're Dance.
He's off to a hot start, found the zone strike twice, got Cody to swing on one, and released it not at the right angle. Parker Heastand steps in. He's flown out twice today. Runners on first and second, no outs in the top of the fifth. A 5-4 lead for the Cornbelters. A deep breath now. Pitch is swung unfouled away.
If you're Dance here, just try to rebound as fast as possible. Obviously, as a pitcher and you're hitting someone in the head, that can't be a good feeling for you as well. You don't want to cause any harm or injury to your opponent. You just got to swipe that one off.
And Taylor, I will say, that's the 6th hit by pitch Cornbelters have drawn today. Just out of control pitching by the staff of the Doggy Paddlers. Runners on first and second for the Cornbelters. An 0-1 count after the foul to Heastand. Dance takes a deep breath. The bunt attempt is fouled away down the third base line. Leaning over and trying to get a nice snag was a Quincy Doggy Paddler in their dugout here in QU Stadium. Beautiful facility. The wind starting to pick up just slightly, coming in from left to right field. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Parker Heastand steps in with an 0-2 count. Pitch runs outside and clips the bottom half of the zone for strike 3.
That's exactly what you need if you're Dance. Let's get that first out, first K for the evening for him after giving up 2 hit-by pitches in a row.
Good way to bounce back. A good K. Turning the order over to Charlie Veracruz, the man from Purdue. He flew out and drawn 2 walks today. 1 out here in the top of the fifth. 5-4 lead. First pitch to Veracruz is outside, and trying to check on the runners is Ramirez. Everyone gets back to their positions. Cody on first. Barada on second. Top of the lineup for the Cornbelters. Veracruz first pitch was outside for ball 1. 1 out. The Cornbelters pitch is inside the zone for a 1-1 count.
Barada and Cody both being on base for the Belters. Two guys that are very dangerous. If you're the pitcher dance here, you don't know who to keep track of, because both of them could be taken off at the same time.
The 1-1. Veracruz watches it go outside for ball 2, and you mentioned they could both break at the same time. We've seen that throughout the pitching of the night, and multiple stolen bags for the Cornbelters, and the coaching staff knows they have speed on the base paths. They may look to try and wait for the perfect time to allow the double steal attempt. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Dance looks over at second, now kicks and fires, and it's upstairs for ball 3. Veracruz looking to draw his 3rd walk. Grabbed one in the 4th and the 2nd, and a stolen bag back in the 2nd. Chance to load the bases with a 3-1 count. Dance leans in and brings the belt. Looks over at second. Kicks and deals the 3-1. Off speed, drops in the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners and Cody on first, and Barada on second. Eastham went down with the first strikeout for Dance after coming in. Dance looks over at second. The payoff pitch, but caught in a pickle, now trying to break in. The tag. Was he safe? He was! The ball was dropped. Filippo Barada got the ball, kicked down to the hand of check of what our angle looked to be. So now you have runners on the corners and a full count. He was caught in a pickle there, but still grabs a stolen bag. So his day, while he struck out twice, the hit by pitch, still get a positive there with a stolen bag.
It looked like an easy out there for the Doggy paddlers. Like you said, it dropped out of his glove.
Payoff pitch, skied, and fouled away. Cody, breaking from first to second, will now jog back. Payoff pitch, and Veracruz, very dangerous batter. Go back to the Burlington game. He was the key factor in how Cornbelters came back. A drop third strike, beat out the run. The catcher's throw to first and set up a score. And he get one here and drive in a runner. Runners on the corners for the Cornbelters. Cody breaks, balls in the dirt. Reaching for the 3rd time on a walk is Veracruz. Now Tyler Thompson, who's been a dangerous hitter today, has made contact all 3 times. Singled back the first and second, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Thompson has also driven in 2 runs and grabbed a bag today. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. A 5-4 lead for the Cornbelters. Dance, the pitcher. 1K for him on the day. Kicks and fires. Thompson lasers one right behind him for foul. Thompson, a very clutch hitter. That's why he's hitting in the number 2 spot today for the Cornbelters. Cornbelters have gone through 6 batters here in the top of the 5th. 2-run shot by Addison Worthman to regain the lead. The 0-1 in the zone for strike 2. A good pitch there, Taylor.
For sure. Caught him looking. How to stack up these strikes and outs for the Quincy Doggy paddlers. Good start to get that 2nd out here.
No balls, 2 strikes. Dance seeking his 2nd out. Well, that pitch runs up high. For Thompson, a very calm and composed batter. Taps home plate twice. Gets in his stance. Wearing purple gloves today with a green bat. Runners on all bases. 1 ball, 2 strike to Thompson. Dance kicks and fires. Pitch runs outside for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Thompson stands in the box, the righty. Gets into his stance. Dance looks to Tango. 2-2. Ramirez keeps it in front of him, but off his glove. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, Taylor. And if you draw a walk here, another run scores.
I was just about to say, you're worried if you're a pitcher here, bases are loaded, you don't want to give anything in play, but also you don't want to have a wild pitch that gets behind the catcher. And knowing the normal Cornbelters, they're going to head for a home plate if that happens.
The full count is fouled away, a pitch that was in the zone, and Thompson followed it. Tyler Dance came in after Bobby Idell. Day was done. 3 Ks for Idell, a strikeout for Dance today. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded for Thompson. Dance brings the glove to his belt, looks over at Cody on second. Kicks and fires the full count. Hits Thompson. A run will score for the Cornbelters. In Barada. Cody on third. And it's another RBI given to Tyler Thompson, and a dangerous man who comes in. Jackson Stanek, the power off the bat, could crack this game open. A 6-4 lead for the Cornbelters. They put up 3 here in the top of the 5th. 1 out. Now the big question mark, though, Taylor, Jackson Stanek 0 of 3 on the day.
Just about to mention 0 of 3, but so far this season and versus the Doggy Paddlers has been very good. Collected 6 hits versus Quincy in 5 games. So he has the ability, for sure. It's the best time to do it right here.
First pitch was in the zone for a strike, and Stanek, like you mentioned, has hit effectively against the Doggy Paddlers. Bases loaded situation, 0-1. Slaps on it, and it's a broken bat. Chance to turn 2. Stepping on second, throw in time. Gonzalez got the ball off of the soft roller off the broken bat and zipped it over for Fondre. Cornbelters leave the bases loaded, but they take the lead 6-4. We'll head into the bottom of the 5th inning on Belters Sports Radio.
Welcome back to QU Stadium here in Quincy, Illinois. Score 6-4. Cornbelters turning over the order here for the Doggy Paddlers and Jackson Farlow. Bergman sets, fires in for the first offering. Fouled out for the first strike.
And for Farlow on the day, he struck out, grounded out right into the glove for Stanek, and he just had to step on first. And down on the count early, a good outing so far for Alec Bergman.
Bergman sets his feet, launches in. Fly it out into center field. Cody is underneath it for the first out of the inning. Quickly, 1 out. 1 down, 1 out for the Doggy Paddlers. Up next, standing in the batter's box, is Nick Griffith.
Nick Griffith, the lefty, has been effective today. He got the double in the first, grounded out, but he's made contact every time he's up there.
First offering is in the zone. Upstairs for ball 1. Bergman sets. 1-0 offering is outside in the other batter's box for ball 2. Quickly, count is up 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. This one is inside for ball 3.
And Taylor, here in this situation as a pitcher, you want to force something in. It's a 3-0 count. The green light's on for the batter either way, but get that strike, get back into this count.
The 3-0 offering paints the corner for strike 1.
That pitch looked a little outside, but Steve Mask calling it a strike.
The 3-1 pitch fouled behind. Another souvenir for the streets.
I mean, if that pitch was called a ball, this would be a free walk, but now he's back in the count. Bergman is. 5 Ks on the day, the opportunity to get his 6th here.
Full count pitch. Grounded to the shortstop, and Vogley, he gathers it, tosses it over to Stanek for the 2nd out of the inning. And like you said, Griffith got a 2nd chance there. Wasted that one, though.
Yeah, and back-to-back times he's grounded out into the same spot to Vogley. He's had a good hand, Vogley did. He got the ball into his glove and a quick toss to his throwing arm to get the out.
Ian Check up next for the Doggy Paddlers. Flat out into right field. Thompson's underneath it, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning. And quickly, the Doggy Paddlers go 1, 2, 3. Quickly, bottom of the 6th, bottom of the 5th, the score remains 6-4. Normal Cornbelters will be back. You're listening to Normal Cornbelters Sports Network. Top of the 6th here in Quincy. Cornbelters with a 2-run lead as Nolan McCrossan, the catcher this evening, steps up into the batter's box. Vance gets the offering, sets and fires. It's outside for ball 1.
You've seen Dance on the day, got that strikeout, and the defense turned a double play to get him out at the top of the 5th.
The 1-0 pitch swung down to second baseman, can't gather it. Bounces to the right fielder, Martinez, and that will be a base hit for Nolan McCrossan.
Yeah, a lot of ground for the second baseman and Griffith to cover there. on that play. Slid in a little early. The ball just kind of bounced. It went right over his head into right field. Now Vogely an opportunity to bring in the runner from first.
Dan sets and fires. Outside for ball one. Vogely's last at bat walked. So seen the ball very well this evening. The 1-0 pitch upstairs for ball two.
And it seems like Tyler Dance is a little scared to pitch to Vogely and some of the pitching staff, especially Idell. While Vogely has reached base every time, he's grabbing a bag here and there. 2 stolen bases.
2-0 pitch outside in the other batter's box for ball three. And quickly, the count is up to 3-0. Hitter-friendly count here for Vogely. With a runner on base, 0 outs. Dan sets. 3-0 pitch is low and inside for ball four, and Vogely is going to get his second walk of the game and take first base. McCrossan is going to walk his way towards second. And now the Cornbelters have 1 runner in scoring position and 0 outs as there's a discussion going on between Ramirez, the catcher, and Dance, the pitcher, on the mound.
And Taylor, we've talked about earlier how this game has a lot of implications. Either road team has won when they travel, and it also has implications on what team could be first place. You look at some scores around the league. The Burlington Bees, they're down 2 runs against the Clinton Lumber Kings in the bottom of 5th. It's a 6-4 lead. Lumber Kings sit in first place. That game a lot of teams will be looking at, especially Normal and Quincy.
Addison Worthman standing in for the Cornbelters. The last time he was up, hit a 2-run homer, his first home run as a Belter this season. First offering is in the zone for strike 1. Dan sets and fires. Upstairs for ball 1 as Worthman had to dodge that a little bit.
You go back to the 2-run shot. Like you mentioned, a lot of oomph off the bat. Turned it opposite field into right field, and you typically see a guy who's a righty will turn it into left side.
The 1-1 pitch is outside for ball 2. If you're Dance here, got to tally up the strikes, the outs for your team. Dance glances over at McCrossan at second. Fires in. Upstairs for ball 3. Hitter-friendly count once more for the Belters, and a very, very aggressive hitter. (3-1). Dan sets, glances over at McCrossan, comes home. 3-1 pitches outside for ball 4, and Dance walks his second hitter in a row, and the bases will be loaded for the Cornbelters for the 3rd time in this game, I believe. And 0 outs for the Quincy Doggy Paddlers. Enemy's territory here as the manager of the Doggy Paddlers is going to head his way towards the mound and have a discussion with Dance.
Taylor, that's the 6th walk today that's been given up, and that's excluding all the hit-by pitches. If you count up the hit-by pitches, I believe it's 5 between the 2 pitchers today. That's 11 free bases that you're giving up as a team, and nothing that you want to see, especially out of very effective guys and Idell and Dance. And the big question mark is how long of a leash do they have out there left, right? As a manager, you're saying, all right, this is a big game that's on the line. We don't want to lose it. We want that playoff spot. We want to be in the playoffs. We want a home game, play in front of the crowd. And on the other hand, the Cornbelters take this as their advantage. The bottom of your lineup has gotten on base if it's either a hit-by pitch or a walk, but when they get on base, they've been effective. And a bases-loaded situation, a hit-by pitch, if you get it, it's a free run.
Filippo Barada Up next for the Cornbelters, once again, bases loaded, 0 outs. Let's see if Dance can rebound. First offering, upstairs for ball 1. Belters have been up in the count a lot so far this inning.
And 3 batters in a row that have been up in the count to start with the first pitch. And it's a good way if you're a batter, now a bad way if you're a pitcher.
Second offering is low for ball 2. Quickly, the count is now 2-0 for Dance as he sets his feet. Throws in. Grounded to the shortstop. Tosses it over to second. First for the double play, but he's not in time for the double play. Barada's going to take a spot at first. McCrossan is going to come home and score a run for the Belters. The lead increases to 7-4. Runners still on the corners for the Belters with just 1 out.
Fielder's choice, Barada beat out the throw, and Addison Worthman goes down. But the single by Nolan McCrossan gets brought around off of the nice ground ball. Hit up the middle. Now Dylan Cody, who was hit by a pitch in the head his last time up. Nothing that you want to see.
First offering to him. In the zone for strike 1.
It's been a while since we've seen a first pitch strike out of the pitching staff for the Doggy Paddlers. They do have an arm warming up, so we could see this could be the end for Tyler Dance.
Dance checks over at Barada at first. Back in time. These Cornbelters have been very aggressive, not just this evening, but the entire season. Always in the corner of his mind, as that one's outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the top of the 6th. Dance glances over at first, comes home. The 1-1 pitch as Barada takes off to second, and the throw is late, and Barada is going to have his second stolen base of the evening. And now the Belters have 2 runners in scoring position.
Good jump by Barada. You'll see now the infield starting to play in. 1 out on the board. A good bunt here. Could score around 90 feet away with the speed in Vogley.
The 2-1 pitch is upstairs for ball 3. And once more a hitter's count for Cody, who we've seen flashes of, especially early in the season. He has the ability to strike one. Dan sets, glances over at second, comes home, 3-1 pitch. Outside, and he will walk Dylan Cody, as he takes his spot at first. And the bases will be loaded once more for the Cornbelters' second time this inning.
And when you have bases loaded, 1 out, it's a good turnout for the offense. Defensively, you want easy outs. You want to get out as quickly as you can. And a pitching change, a change here. Carter Blankney will come in for Parker Houston. A good change here, I would say, for the second base position. Houston flew out twice and struck out, so his day will come into an end after the 5th, and now Blankney will come in.
Bottom of the order here for the Belters. 1 out. Already scored a run. Looking for more in this inning. Dance's first offering to Houston. Bleakney is upstairs for ball 1.
Yeah, for Blankney, though, it's your bases loaded. The trust in the coaching staff to have you come in is very important here. They know that you can put a ball in play. Big gap between the first and second baseman going into right field. You notice the right fielder near the warning tracks.
Second offering is flied out outside of the ballpark.
Now you notice the direction on that, right into the right field foul territory area. That's why the shift in that corner pocket of the field is noticeable compared to the left and center. You can lay one in. The speed that's out there on the base paths could potentially bring everyone in.
The 1-1 offering paints the corner for strike 2.
Pitch there, and you go with the off speed to get your first pitch, the fastball here to get your second, and a good punch out here. The bases loaded. Not the ideal situation for the Cornbelters, but on the other hand, Doggy Paddlers want to get their bats going after being held scoreless for 3 innings.
Dance's 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And Carter Bleakney comes in the game, strikes out, swinging for the second out of the inning. Major out there for the Doggy Paddlers.
Bases loaded situation. Now you turn over your order to Veracruz, who's reached 3 times today, all on walks, and flew out into center field. No sacrifice in play here, but the speed on the base paths would be dangerous. Could be a base clearing hit here if he puts it in play.
First offering to Veracruz. It's in the other batter's box low for ball 1. As once again, bases loaded. Threats all around. The bases for the Belters is the second offering. It's in the same area, low and outside for ball 2. Cornbelters up in the count once again. Very common trend here in the top of the 6th. Dan Sutz glances over at second, fires in, strikes the zone for strike 1.
Taylor, the Cornbelters projected to win this game, which would be the first road win that these two teams, that the road team would have between the two. The 6th time today that these two have played. The Cornbelters lead the series 3-2.
2-1 pitch is fouled behind for ball 2. Now counts is 2-2 with 2 outs.
Mentioned how 2 outs on the board, an even count, a 7-4 lead for the Cornbelters in the top of the 6th, and Taylor Dance gets the strikeout here. The momentum could flip to the other side.
100%. 2-2 offering comes in the zone for strike 3. And Veracruz gets caught looking for the K. Score, though, is now 7-4 for the Cornbelters as they score 1 in the top of the 6th. We'll be back for bottom of the 6th. You're listening to Normal Cornbelters Radio. bottom of the 6th here. And Quincy, new pitcher on the bump. And Luca Zachman for the Belters. First offering to Brody Short. He's in the zone for strike one. This is tossed up into left field and way out of here for Brody Short. That ball had no chance of staying in play. That one probably hit a car in the parking lot. And Brody Short gets his second home run of the day and continues his amazing season for the Doggy Paddlers. And that's a great start to the inning for the Doggy Paddlers.
It is, Taylor, and not the best start that you want to see from Zachman. Coming in after an effective day from Alec Bergman, 5 Ks through 5, 1 pitch, 1 swing, and a home run. You saw him celebrate, rounding from second, kissing for the crowd, arms open wide. It's a 7-5 ball game now. The insurance runs, they're dwindling away, and I mentioned if that Tyler Dance got that strikeout, you'll notice a momentum shift, and exactly right on cue, Brody Short showed up.
Next up for the Doggy Paddlers. 2-0 count early. The 2-0 pitch is outside for ball 3, and quickly, after giving up the solo home run, count is now 3-0 for Zachman.
And you may see some movement in the bullpen for the Cornbelters. I mean, the dugout, on the other hand, they're having fun. You got a guy juggling and some baseballs. You don't see that every day, but I wish I was able to juggle, to be honest with you, Taylor. There's not much I can do other than I can balance some things on my chin. Have you seen the Amazing Tyler?
The Amazing Tyler?
Yeah, the Amazing Tyler, and I may need to have a competition the next time I see him.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. I actually never knew that about you.
Really?
I don't really believe it, though.
I learned how to do it in 8th grade, actually.
Oh, wow.
My science
early.
teacher taught us how to.
That's crazy. The 3-0 pitch is upstairs, and Zachman is going to walk Fondre. He's going to take a spot at first.
And not a good start. A home run given up, a walk, but now a guy who's struggled all day, and Brady Kindheart. 2 Ks. Well, for the Doggy Paddlers, a runner on first. Bottom of the 6th, the solo shot home run. Man, nevertheless, if this game ends in a win for the Cornbelters, Brody Short's got to be happy.
100% as Zachman glances over at Fondre at first. Comes home. First pitch for Kindheart. It's in the zone for strike 1. Good start here if you're Zachman getting that first strike. Zachman gets the call. Fires in. Broken bats as that one's fouled off down the first base line. And it looks to be that Kindheart is a little bit frustrated as he thought he got a hold of that one.
Yeah, but anytime a pitcher breaks the bat, they're happy about it. 100% shows that their stuff's working. He got him right on near the hands. The bat just took a little bit off, but it puts the count at 0-2. And like you mentioned, very frustrated Kindheart is. He hasn't gone his day. 0-2 early, and you mentioned just some changes around. Coming in was Blankney for Heastan, so he moves over to right field. Barada now in center, Thompson in left, and Dylan Cody will be at second base. Defensive alignments changing. Still Veracruz, Vogel, and Stanek at third, shortstop, and first. Crossan still the man behind the dish.
The 0-2 offering is flied out into center field. It's going to drop, and Kindheart is going to get a single, and Fondre is going to take his spot at second. And now the Quincy Doggy Paddlers are trying to fight back as they have a runner in scoring position with 0 outs.
Wow, a well-hit ball. You saw the lift off the bat and curves right into play. Now this may be it. The pitching coach for the Cornbelters coming in, and I would assume that either You talk to Zachman saying, all right, we need something to change here, attack differently, or you take him out completely.
Gotta think, since you just came in here, he needs that boost of confidence. He needs that first out. I think that's so crucial as a pitcher. And you're still up 7-5. Don't have that much insurance because the inning, they scored a run already. It was 7-4, now 7-5. But I just think he just needs a confidence boost.
Yeah, 100%, Taylor. I'm right there with you. You need the confidence boost. You need to calm down. And as Steve Mass, the home plate umpire, signals to us that this chat is over. You saw a little smile from across in the catcher looking up at us, too. He knows that he's having a good day for himself. And knowing that talk, there's probably a lot of things that are said on there that we can't say on air, but definitely a fun time anytime you have a chance to be in a mound visit.
100%. First offering to Gonzalez, the shortstop for this evening. Swung and missed. Big hack at that one right there.
Yeah, you know for a fact it would say ramp it up. I don't want to see you throw anything weak here. Zachman answered the call, gets ahead in the count early.
Zachman Satz glances over at second. Fires in. Hits Gonzalez in the back, and the bases are now loaded for the Doggy Paddlers.
That smile wiped away quick off of McCrossen's face. That one strike and then the hit by pitch. Not what you want to see out of your pitching staff at all. It looks almost to be what happened to the Quincy Doggy Paddlers earlier this game. Now the virus has spread to the Cornbelter side.
The virus has spread indeed. Up next for the Quincy Doggy Paddlers is Raul Ramirez. First offering to him is outside for ball one. So once more, the bases are loaded. 0 outs. Doggy Paddlers have already scored one. Belters still lead by 2. Score is 7-5. Second offering. In the zone for strike one. 1-1 count. If you're Zachman, gotta get up in this count. Zachman sets. Fires in. The 1-1 pitch is outside for ball 2.
And a fair call by Steve Mast. He's had a few of his pitches today. The zone be a little more wider than it is taller, and you see it there. A good pitch, just a little outside.
The 2-1 pitch is low for ball 1 as that gets out of the hands of McCrossan. He quickly gathers it, though, so no threat for runners to come home. Good handling there by McCrossan as he loses it for just a moment. 3-1 offering. Fly it out into center field. This one has some heat to it, but the center fielder, Barada, is underneath it. But that is going to score one for the Doggy Paddlers. A sacrifice fly for Ramirez. And the score is now 7-6 Cornbelters. And the insurance is very little now. Two runners still in scoring position as well for the Doggy Paddlers.
Yeah, and it looks like the bank may be running a little dry on how much more you can take out of it. And here's the head coach, Billy Du Bois, coming out to Lucas Zachman. His day's done. You came up, you gave up a home run, a walk, a single, a hit by pitch, and now a sac fly. Contact has either been made or you're giving up a free pass through 5 runners. Towards the bottom of the lineup, Bynum Martinez, an effective guy today. He's grounded out his last time up, but he had that 2-run shot. And with runners on second and third, not what you want to put a pitcher in who has not had many innings to prove himself in this pitching staff. So we'll have a new arm here in Quincy.
We'll be back momentarily for more action. New pitcher on the bump for the Cornbelters, and Will Paxson. What can you tell me about him, Casey?
Yeah, Taylor, he's making his 8th appearance. He comes in and he'll save a game or he'll collect a win. A 3-0 record through 10 1/3 innings. An ERA that was inflated to start the year, but he's brought it down to 4.35. Situation where he needs to get his second 2 outs with runners aboard. Not ideal. He had the home run given up by Paxson, or excuse me, by Zachman, and now Paxson comes in. His chance to shine. The lights are bright here in QU Stadium.
The lights are bright indeed, as you said. 2 runs have already scored here for the Doggy Paddlers, and the lead is cut down to 1 for the Cornbelters. But like you said, Paxson comes in. 2 runners still in scoring position. He has a job to do. It is a difficult one, but Paxson has shown that ability before in this season. He will face the bottom of the order for the Quincy Doggy Paddlers and Bynum Martinez. Bynum Martinez, a 2-run homer in the 2nd inning, and then grounded to shortstop. He stands in the batter's box tall. First offering. Fouled down the 3rd base line.
Yeah, this is the 2nd time that Quincy has seen Paxson this season. Back on May 29th, he pitched through 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned, 2 Ks, but also gave up a home run. Bases with runners on 2nd and 3rd. 1 out. Needs a big strikeout here.
Paxson's 2nd offering is flied out into left field. The left fielder, the shortstop. It's in shallow left field. He's going to grab that one. The shortstop in Vogely. Catch the 2nd out, the much-needed 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, you're going to see that with Paxton's stuff. And maybe weak contact being made that's put in close to play, but defensive alignments for the Cornbelters to collect the out. 2 outs, runners still aboard on 2nd and 3rd. Only a 1 run separates these 2 teams. Cornbelters lead by 1.
Flipping over the order here for the Doggy Paddlers and Jackson Farlow. First offering to him is fouled behind for strike 1. Here, Paxson, obviously, you got that flied out. Now up in the count early. Need a few solid pitches here to stop this inning from getting any worse than it already has. Farlow steps in the batter's box once more, taps the plate. Paxson gets the offering, nods it in agreement, sets his feet and fires in. Outside for ball 2. 2-1 count. 2 runners in scoring position. Paxson sets once more. 2-1 pitch. Flies out of McCrossen's hands, and the runner on 3rd in Kindheart is going to score the tying run from a wild pitch from Paxson, and the score is now 7-7.
Wow. Taylor is right. I mean, a wild pitch. You come in as a new guy. You got a weak contact fly ball. It's caught by Vogely, and a wild pitch moves runners in and a runner over to 3rd.
2-1 pitch. Checks his swing. Doesn't go for ball 3. Hitters count now here for Farlow. A runner 90 feet away from taking the lead. Here's the Doggy Paddlers. A 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Big hack at that one for strike 2. Full count now for Paxson as he tries to get this 3rd out and stop the damage, stop the bleeding. The full count pitch is low. Said he called time, but the pitch came in. A little confused here in the press box, but it calls it a ball. He's going to take first with a walk.
I mean, he was already ready to walk with the pitch already being thrown out of the hand of Paxton. He stepped out of the box knowing it was going to be a ball, which shows a little cockiness, but knowing right away that you reach, you have runners now in the corners, and you flip over to Nick Griffith, it looks like Billy Du Bois may not be happy either if I was Billy Du Bois in that situation.
Yeah, you can't step out of the batter's box. That's just not acceptable for the Quincy Doggy Paddlers as Billy.
He's been tossed twice this season. Here's some of the fans saying, get him out of here. He's getting in the face of Steve Mast.
Pointing very close to the home plate umpire.
He's got to be careful here. You don't want to see him get thrown out for a third time early this season. He's getting his explanation from Steve Mast. And Billy Du Bois is a very good players coach. He's there for his players and his team and getting his explanation and went back to his dugout. And
100%. He cares. I had a coach like that in high school when I played basketball. He cares. He shows.
I did not know you played basketball, Taylor. You learn something new every day.
I played all 4 years.
Didn't know you had a sister either until earlier today.
The first offering to Griffith. It's in the zone for strike one.
Seems as if, the Doggy Paddlers are gatekeeping the strikeout too.
The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike two, and quickly 0-2 count. One strike away from ending this 3-run inning for the Paddlers. Paxton glances over at Farlow at first, comes back to home, fires in. Low. Blocked by McCrossan for ball one. Curious to see if Farlow was going to take off there. Holds back. The count is now 1-2. Paxton glances over at Farlow, comes back, sets his feet, fires in. Farlow takes off to second. The throw is in time for the third out of the inning, and that'll do it, but not after the Quincy Doggy Paddlers score 3, and the score is now tied 7-7. Top of the 7th coming your way. You're listening to Normal Cornbelters Network. Yeah, I'm ready. Top of the 7th here in Quincy. After that 3-run inning, the score is now tied 7-7. New pitcher on the hill for the Quincy Doggy Paddlers, and Lincoln Bergman
Yeah, Taylor, the righty stands at 6'3", 205 from Quincy University. It's a good pop, good fastball. We've seen typically may go with his slider, changeup. I mean, ever so often you may see a pitcher try some new pitches, and with how things have been going, that's been the looks of it. With how many hit pitches and walks have been drawn today, some pitchers may be trying out some of those new trendy pitches that they're seeing online.
Interesting take there. The first batter faced for Bergman is Tyler Thompson. Outside for ball one. Tyler Thompson's last outing hit by pitch. And this wild pitching outing for both teams. The 1 offering. Upstairs for ball 2. It's quickly the count. It's now up 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. In the zone for strike 1.
That was a gross pitch right there. The break on that going into the zone, man, it froze Thompson.
That was a beautiful pitch right there for the first strike of the count. Bergman sets and fires. Flied out into right field. This one is caught by the right fielder, Martinez. Makes a great effort to grab that one after it looked like it was going to drop there for a second. But it does not indeed, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, the running grab, and Martinez got it right in the palm of his glove. You could see it still by our angle from where we are, and then had to corral it completely to get the first out.
Up next is Jackson Stanek, 0 for 4 so far this game. First offering is upstairs for ball 1.
And Taylor, I got to say, we were on the bus earlier. Stanek not sitting in his normal seat today. Billy Du Bois came up to us and was like, if he goes 0 for 4, it's because he's in the wrong seat on the bus.
I missed that. Second offering to Stanek is low for ball 2. Stanek just trying to get any contact into play here so that bus ride home will be a little bit better for him.
Maybe he's in the right seat on the bus ride home.
The 2-0 pitch. Flied out into right field. The right fielder is underneath it. And center fielder. And Farlow gets the second out. And Stanek now 0 for 5.
0 for 5. I mean, you're looking at just how a guy who's been hot all season long, you get one of those bad games every once in a while. Tonight's just not been his night. A tied ball game, 7-7. These past few divisional games that the Cornbelters have played have gone deep into innings.
Up next for the Cornbelters is Nolan McCrossan. The first offering from Bergman is upstairs for ball 1.
I mentioned how deep games are. On the other side for Quincy, either throughout all their games they've played, some of them either go 7 or 8 innings. They've played 8 games this season that have not gone the 9 full innings. So they're looking to, bounce back and score 10 runs.
Second offering is flied out for strike 1, and the Doggy paddlers are looking to go 1-2-3 here after a 3-run inning to tie this one up.
Good contact has been made into right and center field. You can get the triple crown and go left field here if you pull it right from McCrossan.
A 1-1 pitch. Good contact, but that one's flied out.
I think it made it into the bounce house there and
It did
bounced
indeed.
back in, but it wanted to go jumping for a while. Thought about possibly playing in there. I love a good bounce house every once in a while, Taylor.
I don't remember the last time I was in a bounce house. Fair as it grounds down the third base line. McCrossan gets his 3rd hit of the game. Reaches to first base.
He's having a good day. He's reached base 4 times today, 3 singles, a hit by pitch, and grounded out once through 5 at-bats. But Ben Vogley, guy's reached all 4 times. It's a hit by pitch or a walk, so he's having some long at-bats.
First offering to Vogley is right down central for strike 1.
It's interesting to me that the Cornbelters on the day, I believe, only have 6 or 8 hits and 7 runs to add up to that. They've left 12 on.
Berggren gets the offering, agrees to it. 0-1 pitch in the zone again for strike 2, and quickly Berggren is up in the count. Bergman trying to get that 3rd out of the inning without giving up anything. 1 hit so far against them. 2 flyouts. 0-2. Inside, low for ball 1.
Keeping it not going by him, Ramirez had to reach all the way across his body just to make sure that ball did not roll to the backstop and allow McCrossan to move over to second.
Bergman glances over at McCrossan at first. Comes home. 1-2 offering. Strike 3 as it paints the corner. Bergman gets the K in the 3rd out of the inning. Score remains 7-7. Bottom of the 7th coming your way. You're listening to Normal Cornbelters Radio. Bottom of the 7th here in Quincy on this lovely Saturday evening. Bleachers are filled with fans across the stadium. Will Paxson remains on the bump for the Normal Cornbelters. First batter he faces is Nick Griffith.
And Nick Griffith on the day. He's been effective. He got that single back in the 1st, but he's grounded out twice his last 2 times up.
Paxson gets the offering. Sets his feet. First offering. Fouled behind for strike 1.
And the last inning, it's very effective for the Quincy Doggy battlers, going through 7 batters. The solo shot, a single, the sac fly. Just adding multitude of runs. 3 runs scored back in the bottom of the 6th. Tied up 7-7. We head into the bottom of the 7th. And Cornbelters a big 0 their last time up.
The 1-1 pitch. Fouled behind once more for strike 2. Counts is now 1-2 for Paxson and his first batter faced. Once again, score tied 7-7. The bottom of the 7th. 1-2 pitch. Up and outside for ball 2. Count now even 2-2.
That's a lot of base runners. Not a lot of damage with runners on.
The 2-2 pitch.
Line, left field side.
Lined, fouled down the left field side.
Good at that.
That's still a good at-bat, nevertheless, for Nick Griffith. Hitting the ball exceptionally well and just trying to turn one in. You can see the pitcher and Will Paxson just kind of flexing his arm, trying to make sure he releases it at the right angle to get a punch out here.
2-2 offering. Base hit for Nick Griffith. That one goes over the second baseman. Dylan Cody wasn't able to grab that one, had no chance of grabbing that one. And the first batter that Paxton faced is in the bottom of the 7th, Rachel's base for the Doggy Paddlers. Griffith's second hit, second single of the game. Up next for the Doggy Paddlers is Ian Scheck. First offering to him is fouled on the right side.
And you can see the speed off of that too, Taylor. Very dangerous if that was put into play. You got to be ready with your glove wide open if that one was lined to you.
Paxson sets, launches in. The 0-1 pitch is fouled once more down the right side.
Yeah, he's getting batters just on the inside of their hands with those back-to-back pitches, and attacking well, Check is, but he's singled back in the 3rd. You don't want him to put one into play here with a runner on first and no outs.
The Quincy Doggy Paddlers haven't been very aggressive on base this evening compared to the Belters, as that offering is low for ball 1.
And I'm just looking to see the reaction from Billy Du Bois. Saw him barking earlier, and the 1-2 count, thinking that last pitch was a strike.
Swing and a miss for Ian Scheck. And Paxton gets the first out and a K for the Belters.
Yeah, their first strikeout since the 4th inning, where Bergman went back-to-back, but very dangerous hitter stepping in. Brody Short, he's homered twice today, looking to do what Kyle Schwarber did earlier today with 3 home runs.
You said 2 home runs.
6 total on the year.
Is insane for this man. The first offering to him is grounded in between first and second base. And Brody Short is going to improve his successful evening with the base hit, as that one gets in between the gap of Stanek and Cody. And now the runner in scoring position at second for the Quincy Doggy Paddlers as they try to take the lead late in the game.
Well, Harry Fondre hasn't had his day. He did draw that walk, which then allowed multiple runs to be scored after his last time up, but struck out back in the 1st and grounded out. Runners in scoring position on second.
First offering, the Fondre is outside for ball 1.
3 plate appearances for Fondre, just 2 strikeouts. That's it.
Paxton sets, glances over second, does once more, comes home. Second offering is upstairs for ball 2.
Doggy Paddlers and Quincy University Hawks first base.
Griffith at second for the Doggy Paddlers, 180 feet away from taking the lead. 2-0 pitch is outside for ball 3, and quickly the count hitter friendly for the first baseman, Fondre. Paxton gets into his stance. 3-0 pitch. Right in the zone for strike one.
On a good pitch there. You were down in the count, force one in. Now, can you get the strike here or soft contact to turn two to get out of this inning?
The 3-1 pitch. Ripped down the left side, but fouled right into the streets. Bounced off the ceiling of the concession stands into the streets, and the streets have a souvenir once again this evening.
Just a little bit of a skipping stone there. Took a few bounces off of the roof, and I mean, better than hitting a car by all means.
The full count pitch, swing and a miss for Fondre. Huge out for the Normal Cornbelters. Second out of the inning, trying to maintain this tie.
Yeah, you mentioned a huge strikeout. When you have two guys aboard and 1K, and then you get the second one. Brady Kinder, the guy who struck out twice today, he struggled, but he singled his last time up. A ball put into play could regain the lead for the Doggy Paddlers.
First offering is swung into left field, and that's going to score one for the Doggy Paddlers, and they're going to take their lead, and the runner on second is safe, goes to third.
It will count the score while the run was already through. You see Veracruz got him with a fake throw over to second, which allowed the runner to try and break in. So coming all the way around was Nick Griffith. He scores that run, but then Brody Short was caught in. Veracruz thought about throwing it to second with a fake, and then you saw Short, who just read the play, but the throw over by McCrossan back down to Veracruz to get the tag in time to get the third out, so no more damage could be done. But the lead is regained 8-7 for the Doggy Paddlers. We'll be right back after this for top of the eighth action.
Welcome back to QU Stadium. Score is now 8-7. Doggy Paddlers as they regain the lead. Haven't had the lead since the first inning. How top of the eighth. Pitcher on the bump remains Bergman for the Doggy Paddlers, as he will face Addison Worthman for the Cornbelters.
Yeah, I mean, Worthman, that two-run shot back in the fifth, the power off the bat. He knew it right away when it was gone. And, I mean, this is why the coaches believe this guy is insane. I mean, he's a monster up to bat, and the pop off of the big league size. If he continues to do what he's doing, we could potentially see this guy in the majors one day.
First offering to him is upstairs for ball one. You got to think, since he's had so much success, these pitchers know that, and they're scared. They're scared of what this man could be in the prospect league. Potential is very high for this young man. 1-0 pitch in the zone for strike one.
Yeah, and you don't want to give him a pitch that he can hit, knowing that he has the power off the bat. The one issue is he can't read off speed that well. That's why his strikeout number is so high. He struck out 12 times this season entering today.
The 1-1 pitch is once more in the zone as Bergman gets back-to-back strikes. And now the count is 1-2. Bergman gets the offering from the catcher, sets his feet, kicks in. Fair as this one's grounded down the first base line, right to right field, and Addison Worthman is going to take second for a double. Worthman continues his hot night for the Belters.
Yeah, it's hot night. He started off soft with that strikeout back in the first, a hit by pitch, the 2-run shot home run, a walk, and now a double, man. It's hard to pick a player of the game between him and Tyler Thompson, but right now he's being the main candidate for the Cornbelters. A runner in scoring position, no outs, but the bottom part of the lineup needs to show up.
Filippo Barada now stands in the batter's box for the Belters. Like you said, a runner 180 feet away from tying this game once more. Bergman still getting the offering from the catcher. Quincy glances over at Worthman at second, comes home, glances again. Long stare. First offering to Barada is low for ball one.
Yeah, and if I'm Ramirez, you got to go check in on your pitcher after that. It was a long pause, just staring back and forth. Then he got it in the head of, Worthman has the speed. He saw it off of that last hit. And I want to go back to the last hit, too, down the first base line, but it sat in foul territory because of the grass. The grass compared to the turf is a very big difference here, and it's still a turf field, but it's turf field into the infield. And when you go to the outfield, it's all grass. So the ball rolling off very quickly and then making the transition is going to sit there for a second. So then coming in was Martinez, but Worthman's speed allowed him to round first and then have that stand-up double.
Barada stands in the box once more. Hangs his bat in the air. Bergman gets into his stance, glances over at Worthman, fires, swing and a miss. 1-1 count now for Barada.
And Barada reached on the fielder's choice. He's grabbed 2 bags today and was a hit by a pitch, but he struck out twice. You don't want to make it 3 times.
The 1-1 pitch. Upstairs for ball 2. Gotta think Worthman doesn't have that big of a leadoff at second, but still getting the attention from Bergman after every pitch. 2 glances, 3 glances. He stares, then fires. Popped up into left field. This one's gonna drop, and Worthman slips at third. Comes home or comes back, and Barada gets a double. As now 2 runners are in scoring position with just 0 outs.
Well hit ball, and sometimes when you continue to look back and forth, you're going to miss your place and miss your mark in the zone, and now you set up runners in scoring position. I told you, Taylor, these division games, when it's this close to the first half of the season, everyone's putting everything they have out there. It's a battle for first place between 3 teams, Quinton, Normal, and Quincy. With runners in second and third for the Cornbelters. This is the guy that you want up to bat in Dylan Cody.
And the Belters 2 are back-to-back doubles. And Cody, his last outing, walked. And if you can get this guy on the base, always a threat. It's not an if with this guy. The 1-0 pitch. Got a piece of that one, fouled behind for strike 1.
Yeah, and for the Cornbelters, they want what Dylan Cody was to start the season. He was the leadoff guy first few games, then was in the second position, and now he's towards the bottom of the lineup, more of I mentioned, a defensive anchor earlier. And he's kind of off to a cold start, looking for him to heat up.
The 1-1 pitch. Low and outside in the other batter's box for ball 2.
On the other hand, Taylor, if you can go and draw a walk here, and then you get Carter Blankney, who's up guy who struck out his first time but has seen pitches, you're going to have some production if you flip over your order.
100%. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss for Cody. Count is now 2-2. Like you said, Cody, it's just about, obviously you want to get a hit into play, big hits, but also just getting on base for him is significant for the Belters. With that Usain Bolt speed. 2-2 offering, caught him looking, paints the corner of the zone, but called a strike. And Cody gets the second out of, Bergman gets the first out of the inning.
His second strikeout of the night. It's gone longer than an inning pitched, an inning and a third today, Taylor.
First offering to Carter Bleakney. Almost hit him. Had to get out of the way for ball one. Once again, two runners still in scoring position here. Barada at second, Worthman at third. Bergman sets. Kicks in. Foul down the right side for the first strike.
Yeah, but you want to draw a walk here, put a ball in play. You have speed out there on the base paths on second and third for the Cornbelters. Carter Bleakney is a clutch situation guy, especially in this moment, too. You're down one run. You need someone to step up for the Cornbelters. Is this his time to shine?
The 1-1 pitch is fouled directly behind for strike two. And if you're Bergman, in one solid pitch here, stack up those outs, especially with two runners in scoring position. Do not want the Belters to take back the lead here.
It all happened back with the Tyler Dance last strikeout. Momentum shifted to the side of the battlers.
1-2 offering outside for ball two. Bleakney, known for his good eye, is not going to bite on any of those outside the zone. 2-2 count now as Bergman sets once more, fires in. In the zone for strike three, right down central. Catches Carter Bleakney looking for the second out of the inning. Huge out, back-to-back, strikeout looking.
Now the big question is, can he get Veracruz? He's gone back-to-back. Can he go three in a row after giving up back-to-back hits?
Top of the order once more for the Belters. And Veracruz, his last outing, he was struck out looking. First offering to him is low for ball one.
So the sixth at-bat for Veracruz, and that's a long game for anyone.
The 1-0 pitch. Upstairs for ball two, and quickly the count is 2-0 for Veracruz.
Yeah, but if you get him out here, you know the top of the order is very effective, and they are hard to get out for the Cornbelters. You don't want to face Thompson in the ninth, especially when that's the inning that counts the most.
Bergman sets and fires in the zone for strike one. As Veracruz sat and took that one. Didn't even attempt to swing. The count is now 2-1. Veracruz gets in his stance, so does Bergman. The 2-1 offering. Way outside. Almost hits Veracruz. I actually am so confused how that didn't hit him.
What a beautiful save, though, by the catcher. Man.
Yeah, had to pull his glove behind Veracruz. Very important catch as well, especially the runner on third. The 3-1 pitch. Strike two, as that one is right in the zone. And now the count is full. One pitch away from 3 strikeouts in a row for Bergman. Bergman sets. 3-2 pitch. In the zone for strike two, and Bergman gets 3 strikeout looking in a row. 1, 2, 3 for Bergman.
Hey, look at that last pitch. The off-speed pitch dropped right into the top of the zone. Got him to go down looking, leaving 2 more stranded on the bases. Wow, Taylor. A game to be remembered. What could be for the Cornbelters if they brought in 14 guys that were left on?
Very, very, very good outing for Bergman. 3 Ks in a row. Score remains 8-7. Quincy Doggy Paddlers up ahead. Bottom of the 8th. Coming your way, you're listening to Normal Cornbelters Radio. Bottom of the 8th. Here, 8-7 Doggy Paddlers is up. First for the Doggy Paddlers is Gonzalez, the shortstop today. As his walk-up song is some Bad Bunny, who popped off in the Super Bowl halftime show. I just have to say that. First offering to Gonzalez is flat out into left field. This one's out of here, completely out of here. For the solo home run for Gonzalez. Is hopefully that one didn't hit a car, because that was right into the parking lot.
Lights, camera, action. Ignacio Gonzalez. Show up when it's needed, man. Your team up 1. Now they're up 2. The solo shot home run. Man, that ball was launched right into left field. A perfect pitch and a perfect swing. What more can you ask for to lead off the bottom of the 8th?
Now Paxson has given up 2 home runs in 2 innings for the Belters. The first offering to Ramirez is upstairs for ball 1. Just like you said, 8-7, now 9-7. Doggy Paddlers getting some insurance late in the game. The 1-0 offering. Pops up into left field once more. This one's going back. And the left fielder loses track of it. And Tyler Thompson, he's going to round third. Dives into third, and he's safe for the stand-up triple. As I think Thompson got lost in the lights there.
Thompson losing his footing when he was in the warning tracks, transitioning into the grass. Which then... Now here, Taylor, I'll tell you this. We've seen a homer, a triple. Now if Martinez gets the double and then you see a single out of someone, you're going to see a 4-person cycle, which is pretty impressive.
wonder if that's ever happened so far this season in the Prospect League.
It's a good question to ask. I'm not the right guy to ask it. I'll reach out to the Prospect League team myself here. I'll send them an email. We'll see if they can get back to me within the next few minutes.
Perfect. First offering to Martinez. It's a ball, and then the second offering is flied out into above the press box, probably in the streets.
Yeah, but Taylor, I will say, if Bynum Martinez puts this ball into play, we've already seen him homer once today. We've seen the power off the bat. A home run earlier by Ignacio Gonzalez. Raul Ramirez with a triple. Now a homer here. This place would erupt.
The 1-1 pitch gets just a piece of this one, but it's fouled behind for strike 2. As obviously you see Martinez swinging at a lot of these hits. Wants to increase this lead. Get more insurance for his team. Paxton gets the offering. Gets in his stance, fires in. Way inside, but he swings on it for strike 3. And Paxton gets the much-needed K. And I'll say that looks like my swinging in MLB The Show right there.
That pitch was way inside. A delayed reaction by Martinez, who wanted to go around but then wanted to hold back halfway through and then completed his swing for the K.
Top of the order here now for the Quincy Doggy Paddlers and Jackson Farlow. First offering to him, swing and a miss for strike 1.
A good pitch there. Get ahead early on the count. Now the dangerous thing is we've seen that Paxton is hittable. Throughout tonight, he's given up a lot of hits. 4 hits and a home run.
Paxton, second offering. Up and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 8th. 9-7. Doggy Paddlers. 1-1 pitch. Outside once more. Right in the same spot as the previous pitch for ball 2. Farlow known for seeing the ball well. 2-1 offering. Finds the zone for strike 2. Count even now. Paxton. Paxton sets once more. The 2-2 offering. Swing and a miss. And he takes off to first as he gets a piece of that one. Barely, but it's into play.
Yeah, the drop third strike there and still counts as a strikeout. And back-to-back Ks. While Paxton has given up a lot of runs, he's able to complement it with getting 4 strikeouts on the day. You still have a runner on third. You're down 2 runs. The Cornbelters are, and if you go into the top of the 9th, you want to win this ball game. You need to pour on runs.
Up next for the Doggy Paddlers is Nick Griffith. First offering him is a big swing and a miss for strike 1. Last at bat for Griffith, singled. Has 2 singles so far this evening. 2 for 4. At the plate, flat into shallow center field. This one's going to drop, and a runner will score for the Quincy Doggy Paddlers as Nick Griffith gets a single, his 3rd single of the evening. And the score is now 7-10. Doggy Paddlers ahead with just 2 outs now in this inning.
Yeah, you watch that last pitch. It slides right in, top of the half of the zone, and a good hit ball right in the shallow right center.
Next for the Paddlers is Ian Check. Checks his swing right there for strike 1. It's important for Paxton here to get up early in the count. Already you've given up 2 runs so far this inning. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ian Check. 2 strikes now. 0-2 count now Paxton just needs one good solid pitch to end this 2-run inning. He glances over at Griffith at first, comes back in, fires in, outside for ball 2. Count now even 2-2 with 2 outs. Paxton glances over at Griffith again, gets into his stance, launches in, low and inside for ball 3. 2-2 count now. Paxton gets the offering. Checks at first. Comes home. Rounded down the middle for Paxton. And he lets off another run as Check gets the single, as that one was grounded right down central.
Yeah, well hit ball right up the middle and rolls right up. Great diving effort, though, by Ben Vogley. A run already there, but Vogley had a lot of ground to cover, about 50 feet. Had to slide in and protect himself as well. Runners aboard on first and second, and a guy who's dangerous, who homered twice today in Brody Short.
Definitely not the guy that the Cornbelters want in the batter's box. It's the first offering. It's a huge swing and a miss for Brody Short as he gets out of his stance there and almost loses his balance. Does a little twirl.
Yeah, hits McCrossan, I believe, as well on this. We watched the replay. But a hard swing there. Swung all the way around, clipped the bottom of his mask. And McCrossan a little okay. Now we'll talk to Paxton to see if they can, chef something up here. You have the cake batter. You're now mixing it together. Can you serve? Get the frosting on top and get out of this inning.
Need the frosting and the sprinkles to win this one here.
Not a big sprinkles guy, Taylor.
Really?
Yeah.
I love sprinkles. The 0-1 offering is outside for ball 1. As you said, Brody Short. 2 home runs this game and back-to-back singles for the Doggy Paddlers. So the entire roster is hitting well. See, this one's in the zone for strike 2. Great pitch there by Paxton. Now the count is now 1-2. Paxton sets his feet, glances over at second, comes home. 1-2 pitch. Flied out to the left side, and we'll do it once more.
Yeah, Taylor, and overall you look at just the stat line. Every single Doggy Paddler batter has reached base tonight. Shows you how well collectively they've been seeing the ball.
Collectively is correct. Each player on this team for the Paddlers can swing that as that ball gets behind McCrossan. Wild pitch. And Griffith is going to take third, and Check is going to walk his way over to second. And now 2 runners in scoring position for the Quincy Doggy Paddlers, and they've already scored 2 runs. 2-2 count, 2 out. Brody Short gets back in his stance. Paxton launches, flied out into center field. It doesn't drop as the center fielder, Barada. What a guy. Is underneath it for the 3rd out. And that will be the end of the inning, but not before the Doggy Paddlers scored 2 and increased their lead to 10-7. Top of the 9th coming your way. You're listening to Normal Cornbelters Radio. Top of the ninth here in Quincy. Closing pitcher in Adrian Marquez, the righty, out of Cameron University, hometown Flagstaff, Arizona, as he tries to close this one out for the Doggy Paddlers as they scored 2 in the bottom of the 8th. And the lead is now 10-7.
Yeah, Taylor, only 3 more outs left to play with for the Cornbelters, and with 3 outs left to go, you got your most clutch hitters coming up. Tyler Thompson, Jackson Stanek, and Nolan McCrossin. While Thompson has gone so far today, singled back in the first and the second, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th, a hit by pitch in the 5th, but flew out back in the 7th. And then you have Stanek, who's 0 of 5.
He's got to punch one, though, considering his history throughout the season. Obviously has the ability. Big-time player for the Cornbelters. Has helped close off a lot of games this season. Has it in him.
We'll have a change in left field. Can't tell exactly who it is. Logan Marcel will be out in left field today. Marcel has appeared in multiple games, actually, against the Normal Cornbelters. Our last home game, not last home game, but a few games to go where these two teams played.
First offering to Tyler Thompson. Fouled to the left side for strike 1. And for Marquez here, obviously you're up 3 runs. Dial up those strikes. Finish this game off for your team. Second offering. Upstairs, and Thompson kind of has to dodge that one for ball 1. To say early in this game we saw a lot of wild pitches, hit by pitches, but both teams have settled down so far in the second half of the game. But this one's upstairs in the same spot for ball 2. Two-one offering. Foul to the right side this time. Count is now even 2-2.
Yeah, I'm talking to Tyler Thompson's dad last night. Great guy to speak to, talking about how his son's just loving to play, enjoying it, having a lot of fun. And the fun's needed in baseball. And this time, can he show up for his team?
The 2-2 pitch is outside for ball 3, and the count is now full for Thompson. Thompson, a guy that you want on base. We've said it so many times. Very aggressive. And strike 3 as this one's in the corner, bottom right corner of the zone. And catches Tyler Thompson looking as he throws his bat to the ground in frustration. For the first out for the Doggy Paddlers, though. But Jackson Stanek steps into the batter's box for the Belters. Stanek gets in his stance. Fly it out into center field, but the center fielder is going to be underneath it. Center fielder Farlow for the second out. And Stanek takes off his helmet in frustration and throws it in the dugout as his night. He's now 0 for 6, and he'll finish the game 0 for 6.
Yeah, but now you got Nolan McCrossin. Singled 3 times tonight. A hit by pitch. He's grounded out. The 1 out left to play with. McCrossin, can you be the answer?
First offering to McCrossin. It's grounded to the shortstop. He's able to gather it. Tosses it over to third for the 3rd out of the inning. As the shortstop, Gonzalez, tosses it over to Fondre. And the score, the final score, 10-7. Quincy Doggy Paddlers as the Doggy Paddlers fight back in the second half of the game. 3 runs in the 5th, in the 6th, excuse me. 1 run in the 7th and 2 runs in the 8th. Compared to 1 run in the 3 innings. and a huge, much-needed win if you're the Quincy Doggy Paddlers and a division rival after coming short last night at the Corn Crib. And the Cornbelters struggle once more at home, now 5-9 for the season.
Yeah, Taylor, a team that it's a must-needed win between both of these teams. The fight for first place is always what these teams are fighting for. Clinton, on the other hand, still sitting in first place as they're still taking on the Bees, a 3-run game between the two, and that's the game that these teams are going to go watch. The Lumber Kings lead 10-7, but like you mentioned, the 10th home win for the Lumber Kings, and for the road woes continue. 5-9 on the road for the Cornbelters. It's hard to win on the road in the Prospect League, and it's being shown tonight.
100%. The Cornbelters back at home tomorrow versus the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp, another division rival. Tonight was not their night, though. Hopefully tomorrow night will be. Only one loss at home this season. So the Corn Crib has shown a lot of luck for the Belters this season.
It has, Taylor, absolutely. A team that's only lost one game to the Lafayette Aviators, who've been a fantastic team to watch this season. And if they can get a win there against a division opponent, their record continues to climb.
Thank you for listening this evening. Once again, score 10-7, Quincy Doggy Paddlers.